Yo, 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 what's good with it? What's good with it, peoples? How everybody doing, man? How everybody doing? Hope everybody doing well. Hope everybody doing all right. We ain't gonna be here for a long time. My brother T say if you're not here for a long time or not here for a long time, here for a good time, make sure y'all hit that like button and all that good junk there. But yeah, man, we just here checking in. Got a few other little things to talk on and speak on, man. So we're gonna dive right on into it. Actually, I'll give the fam a few minutes, man. I know everybody probably spread out other places, checking out other avenues and other content creators out there. I know my brother KQ OG, the singing OG KQKC is on right now cooking, and I'm sure some other folks is on as well. But like I said, man, I wanted to hop on. We're on the road to that 4K, that monetization. We got 3K as far as watch time hours is what I'm speaking of. So we're gonna keep chasing them down, man. But we're gonna get there. Like I said, we got 3,000 now, so we're gonna definitely make sure we keep on pushing and grinding and make sure we get there, man. But yeah, some topics, man. I got some interesting topics, man. Not being, definitely don't want to be a prisoner of the moment, but definitely want to get this man his shine as well. You know what I mean? We're gonna talk about Joel Embiid. We're gonna talk about are the Kings legit? We're gonna talk about, you know what I mean? We're gonna talk about a few things up here. Is CP3 is his time up? You know what I mean? He a little long in the tooth, but yeah, man. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about all that. You know what I mean? We're gonna talk about all of it. But like I said, I'm gonna give the peoples a minute or two so they can make it into the building. So then that way we can go ahead and dive into it, man. Definitely want to have some participation with that, junk, because it's crazy to even have these conversations about it, but we gotta have it, man. Is it over for CP3? Is this his kind of last ditch effort at being able to get himself a ring, or again, like I said, or is it just flat out over for him? You know what I mean? We're gonna have to talk and speak on all of it. We're gonna have to talk and speak on all of it, man. It's one of them situations where it's just like, man, very unfortunate. It's sad, but hey, we got to make sure, you know what I'm saying, we keeping it real. Like my brother ETB be saying, you know what I'm saying, we got to keep it 100. That's that man, famous little quote, famous little saying, man. So we're gonna make sure we keep it real on this end as well. Keep the content straightforward, definitely fan friendly, and we're gonna keep it basketball. We ain't gonna do none of that weirdness, jumping off the boat and talking about everything else besides basketball. So we're gonna keep it in between that, in between them lines, man. We're gonna talk about it though. Definitely gonna talk about it. But like I said, giving the fam a minute or two, hop in the building, that we can jump into this joint, man. Um, I actually know what, since I'm not gonna be here for a long time, I might go ahead and dive into it. Hey, stop, baby, stop. So in the case of this one, man, my brother Monty Brown in the building. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you stopping through. Appreciate you stopping through, man. Said Joel got some work to do. CP3 time is running out. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. I was saying the same thing. I was like, Joel, as of right now, man, I was literally just getting ready to go ahead and dive into it, and then I catch people up. You know what I'm saying? Whoever come in on this joint, but you know what I mean? Is Joel? You know what I'm saying? Is he considered one of the top 10 centers of all time? And so I was curious to see what anybody gonna say. Is it being a prisoner of the moment? Is if somebody agrees, or is it, you know what I'm saying, somebody disagree? You know what I'm saying? What would be the reason for it? I'm curious to find out. I'm curious to see what people gonna say. I mean, he done came a long way since being drafted in 2014. I can tell you that much. I mean, at first, obviously, he had, you know, first few years and over the recent years and whatnot, he was battling injuries. It seems like he's found his niche in being able to stay healthy. He's playing more games than he's missing. So definitely would take that at this point. But I'm very curious to get people's insight and get people's reaction to that. Would they consider Joel Embiid one of the top 10 NBA centers of all time? Even though it's this early in his career, he hasn't even been in the league yet a full 10 years, but we see it when he's healthy, and he can do it all. You get a mixture of everything. So I'm curious to know other people's position on that. For me, yeah, I could drop that for you. Money, give me 1 second, bro. I could drop that real quick. Drop that real quick. Let me see. Yeah, and John should be there now. Let me go ahead and pin that because I know if once other brothers show up, man, they gonna definitely have some things to say about it. So pin that real quick. Let's see, got that jump pin, so we good there. But yeah, I'm gonna say, whew, I want to save my take on it a little bit, man, because I think some people they gonna try, they might piggyback off of what I'm gonna say about it. I'm gonna save my take on it. Like I said, I think it's gonna be some people that's gonna piggyback off what I'm gonna have to say about it or what I got to say about it there. But I'll allude to. I'm gonna lean with the side that I think he is. You know what I mean? One of them top ten center, and I can explain my reasons why on that. But I think he is. Let's see. My bad. I'm messing with my son over here. He keep doing some stuff, so gotta make sure I'm keeping this boy in check. My brother MP in the building. Salute to you, bro. Let me
Man,
get you right quick, real quick.
mm,
What's up, MB? How you doing, bro?
I can't complain. I can't complain. I got to get away from boxing, man. And I'm loving the topic, bro. I mean, this is beautiful, bro. It's beautiful. Like I say, keep grinding, keep shining, bro. And this thing go blow. You feel me? It's go blow, and
Hey,
we gonna be here to help it blow.
we trying, we working while working. I can tell you that much.
Oh, no doubt,
I
no
got
doubt.
I got out of a meeting and I was like, hold on, man, let me hop on this live real quick. I done hit 3K watch time hours, so I was like, I got 1K left to go, man. I got to make sure I'm being consistent so I can run them down real quick.
Yeah, but this how you got to do it. I'm gonna tell you, like when you're doing like this, like I'm gonna keep it real with you. When when you be sitting it up there, you don't get watch. I don't think the watch hours add up because they watch that. But when you're doing it like
Hmm.
this and you're getting people in, or if you just drop a little clip or some shorts or some things like that, I think you get it quicker. You know what I'm saying? Than the other situation because they pay attention to everything, bro. I don't want to cover. They pay attention to everything. But
Yeah,
that's
I've been
them.
doing that too.
Yeah, no doubt. No, you gonna get there, bro. You grinding. You gonna get there, bro. You know, one step at a time. But with this topic though, top 10. Look, I like Joel. Look, eh, after we see what the NBA is, right? We see they trying to take the big man away. I ain't gonna say trying because it depends on what system you want to run. But if you want to stick to what the norm is, you know what I'm saying? Everything change up and things of that nature to where we don't have that many big dominant big mans no more down low. And you got to say Joel, you know what I'm saying, is most definitely holding down for the big mans and letting them know that, it's just like the running back in football. They're trying to take the running back away. You feel me? So it's like, it's not just, it's like everything evolves and, they want them points. When you go down low to the big man, you're slowing the game down and things of that nature. But they want to keep it exciting and things like that. But even though he doing this thing as a big man down low, things of that nature, top 10, that's pushing it. You feel me? It's like it's so many dominant big mans out there that did their thing. Like I like this not no slight to him, but I still don't know if he better than Dwight Howard when Dwight was in his prime. You feel me? Like
Hmm.
it's like, and I'm liking Embiid. Don't get me wrong. I like his attitude, bro. I like his work ethic, bro.
Good shit out,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? He's most definitely a force. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely a force. But if they had other big time big mans in the game, like could he hang with them? You feel me? That's what it come down to. Could he score on them? Could he hang with them? You feel me? And I'm not taking nothing away from him, not like he can't. But that's gonna be the question when you start talking about them big mans because Shaq is brutal. Shaq is brutal, and a lot of people don't like Shaq, but Shaq will keep it real. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Hmm.
when you get to saying top 10, he might look at A1 like, huh? Hey, you okay? What's in your cup? You know what I'm saying? But he ain't gonna take the credit away from MB from working and doing what he's doing, from holding down with the big man. And this is no slight to MB. Don't get me wrong. I like MB. I like him a lot, bro. I like the attitude. You know what I'm saying? And he let you know this my team. But I just can't say top 10, bro, with all the great big mans that's been out there.
Hey, and then you get no argument from me on that junk. No argument at all. Only thing I say is this: the only reason why I consider him in the top 10 for it, and like I said, I was holding off on it, but I put him in there because I feel like obviously there ain't no true way to measure top 10, but you're gonna have a lot of people because it's all opinionated, and you're gonna have a lot of people that's gonna give a top 10 that has some people in there that definitely you can be like, what the hell? But again, that's they. You know, you can't really argue somebody on top 10. You know that's their opinion. But we all know, I would say, damn near any basketball fan, they gonna. I would say they top six is gonna be, and you can mix them however you want. They top six gonna always include Wilt, Kareem, Bill, Shaq, and Akeem, and even
Hmm.
David Robinson. I would say, if they would throw in there as their top six that they can look at and say them centers right there either revolutionized the game or they was definitely beasts in their own right. You know what I mean? What they brought to the table for it, right?
Hmm.
And so they gonna have that there. What's going on with it, Terry? So they gonna have that there for that six. I think a lot of people agree with that six. Now when they go beyond that six, when you thinking of, let's just say a Moses Malone, a Patrick Ewing, a
Matumbo.
who else?
Hey,
Yeah,
bro,
Matumbo.
I gotta stop this. I was listening in for Joel Embiid is not even better than a Ben Wallace. So let's stop the cap. Let's stop
What?
the
Ho,
cap.
ho,
He's
ho,
not
ho,
better than
Hold
a.
on, hold
He's
ho,
on,
not
Terry.
better than a
ho,
Ben Wallace.
ho,
He ain't
ho,
Hold
better
on.
than Ben Wallace.
ho,
Let's
Terry,
stop the
ho,
cap.
Terry.
Hold on, Terry. Hold on,
Hold on.
Terry.
Hey, Terry, I'm taking Joel over Ben. Um,
Uh-uh. Wait,
Come
Ben
on,
got a
man.
ring. Wait, Ben stopped
Okay,
the big
okay,
diesel. He stopped the big
okay.
diesel.
You talking about just on defense
You
side?
know,
You just on the
bro,
defensive
hold
side.
on. If he talking about from an individual standpoint, from a talent perspective, it's not even questionable.
It's
Only
not
thing
even
Ben did was win
questionable.
defensive player of the year. Without that team, you saw what Ben Wallace was once that team pretty much disintegrated. He
Exactly.
Yeah,
ain't going
man.
nowhere and be no game changer,
Three
be an all
a
star, be anything on
three-time
his own.
depoy. That's a three-time depoy right there.
Listen though, Terry. You talk about Ben Wallace from a defensive standpoint, right?
And he
Okay,
got a
yeah,
ring.
yeah,
He got a ring.
yes, he got a ring, but with the team,
The,
bro, do you see? Okay, so if you take look, Joel and B don't have fucking Rip Hamilton, Chauncey Billups, Rasheed Wallace. He don't got that squad around
He
him,
got
bro.
James. He had James Harden and Tobias
Bro,
Harris.
stop
And
it, bro. Stop it. Stop it.
whoa,
Stop it,
wait,
bro.
James Harden. Wait,
Stop
you're
it,
not gonna give
bro.
James? Come
Stop
on,
it,
hey,
James Harden.
Terry, let me ask you this: what team would you consider better if they played? Would you consider that Detroit Pistons team better than the Sixers team?
That Detroit Pistons team was better, to be honest.
Okay,
To me personally.
so
To me personally.
What you
and
mean?
I agree with you that they
Hands
was better.
down
That so
better.
that that's where you get that whole element of you saying that he wasn't better. But if you look at individual accolades of it, who has a big impact on the game from an individual standpoint, you can take Embiid, throw him in any system, and he's gonna stand out. He's gonna be the vocal point on that team. Ben Wallace, you saw what happened when that team, like I said, that team got dissolved. You didn't hear from him. He pretty much retired. He bounced around. He became like a nomad.
Yeah, he
You know what I
went.
mean? Like he,
He got sent to Chicago, and then he ended up getting basically bounced around. He went
Bro,
to
come on,
Chicago,
bro.
and then yeah.
He
but
fit
there's a
the
reason why
system,
you
bro.
get bounced around though. Like
Hey, look,
if you a talent like an Embiid, he get traded, but he ain't getting bounced around. They gonna franchise him immediately. He is a franchise within himself.
this the
Why you
thing
think
too,
they
A1.
quote unquote trust the process, bro? They got rid of Ben Simmons and they moved everything around to try and bring him something in that can help him, bro. My
But
bad, MB. Go ahead, go ahead,
oh
bro.
no,
And
I'm
it
sorry,
still
A1. No,
didn't.
it's your show. But no, my thing is this, A1. Like, bro, when you look at the bad boys Pistons, right? No, sorry, not the bad boy, but I don't know why I call him bad boy. I watched too
You
much
call him Bad Boy
basketball.
2.0
But
because
yeah,
that's what people
yeah,
would
he
call him.
bad boy
You
too.
call him the
But yeah,
2.0. You
so
call him
yeah, so
2.0.
Yeah.
like they okay, they did their thing on my Lakers. All right, you ain't have to come up here. Hey, that's honest. You ain't have to try to bring me
Yeah,
back to
they
past.
did it on the
But
retirement
you know,
retirement team. On the
yeah,
retirement
nah,
team.
but they
Hey,
nonetheless they did it though. Nonetheless they did it. You gotta give them their credit. But you had dogs, man. You had Rip. You had Chauncey. You had Rasheed Wallace, baby.
Yeah,
You
I
know
was
what
about
I'm
to say
saying?
you guys
And look,
forgot Rasheed Wallace.
You got Big Ben carrying
Tayshaun
the system.
Prince.
Tayshaun
Tayshaun Prince, you had
on the wing. Let's
Tayshaun Prince.
come on, talk to him, everyone. So when we looking at Big Ben, bro, and we looking at him playing in that system, bro, of course he go fit in. Don't get me wrong. I'm not
Uh-oh.
taking that away from Big Ben on the defensive side,
But
but
come on now,
he played.
this is the
Wait a minute,
Shaq
Terry. Let me
Daddy.
finish, Terry. Let me
But this
finish,
is the
Terry.
Shaq Daddy, the
Let
most
me
dominant
finish,
player in
Terry.
NBA history.
Let me finish, bro. Golly, bro. When you talking about Big Diesel, that's a Shaq that was out of shape. That's a Shaq that didn't. Why you think Kobe blasted Shaq ass, bro? But look,
The
they do
Shaq
it.
that came off of what, two or
But
three Finals MVPs?
you saying that, bro, you heard Shaq say he was out of shape. He didn't train and didn't get ready. But you saying Ben Wallace, right? Okay, he was a
Right.
defensive player, bro. He wasn't a starter team, right? When you're looking at Embiid, bro, we talking about somebody that's carrying a franchise, bro.
Can
He's
you
the
name me the
face of
Hall
the
of Famers from
franchise.
that Detroit
You know what
team?
I'm saying?
Can you name me?
He's
Can
a
you name me the Hall
franchise,
of Famers from that? Can you name me the Hall of Famers from that Detroit team?
bro. Was Ben Wallace the starter team? Yes or no?
He has to be because he's the only Hall of Famer. I'm
bro,
asking
Yeah,
you, who's
he
the other Hall of? He's the
bro.
only.
I'm
I'm
asking you a
asking you,
question.
who's the other
I'm
Hall of
asking you a
Famer
question.
from
Wait a
that
minute. I'm
team?
asking you a question, bro. Was Ben Wallace the star of the team? Yes or no?
Hey man, I mean, I saw him on like a few like commercials and stuff. I mean, hey man,
Stop it,
I saw
man.
him on a
Stop it.
few commercials. I did.
Jerry,
Stop it.
stop
Hey,
it,
we
bro.
did. Come
Stop it,
on,
man.
hey.
Stop
And
it,
so
bro.
answer my question: who's the Hall of Famer
Stop
from
it,
that
bro.
team? Then who's the
Okay,
Hall of
so
Famer
so
from
the
that
Bro,
answer.
team?
So you
bro.
mean first, what ballot Hall of Famer are you saying are they currently in the Hall of Fame? Because we
Hey,
know Big Shot Chauncey Billups is definitely going to be a Hall of Famer. We know
Bro.
Rasheed
wait,
going
you
to be a
say
Hall of
gonna be?
Famer.
I say currently. Who is currently to this day, as of March 16th, in the Hall of Fame? That's from that team.
How
Only
long
one
does it
person.
take for you to get
Bro, you know how
inducted
many
into the Hall
people,
of
It's
Fame?
only
bro,
one
yeah,
person. Can we answer the
bro,
question? It's only one person. It's only
Yeah,
one
so
person
you
who can
saying
bro.
answer
it's
that.
one?
You keep trying
So
to
you
say
saying
who's
Hall
the
of
Hall
Can,
of
Fame, right? Hold on,
Fame.
can I get his
MB,
name?
I
I
got
was
you,
just wondering. I was just wondering.
I
Can I get his name though? Because I don't know who it
I
is. Can I
got you.
get his
So
name?
you using Hall of Fame as your measuring stick, right?
Well, he's a star. Like you, I mean, if you're a Hall of Famer, aren't you a star?
No,
Is Christian
Wait,
Laettner a
what?
star?
Yes, he was. He was a college star and also won an Olympic gold medal. Yes, he was.
Okay, so that makes him a Hall of Famer.
Anthony Anthony Davis, right?
Anthony Davis, what? Because last time I
He's
checked,
in this.
AD won a
He was
ring.
in this.
AD defensive, offensive player. I mean, there's actually like All Star.
He was in.
All that goes into
Well,
consideration of it. So you,
Christian Leitner's in there because of the '92 Dream Team.
that's it.
Let's not
So all
forget.
it takes is what? It takes a simple, you know what I'm saying, hit of the mark. You got people that's been 10, 15 time all-star, NBA all-stars and stuff that potentially didn't make it. The Hall of Fame ain't the measuring stick for me to say on that team. When you look at the two teams, you compare it from an individual standpoint. If you say right now, I got a draft, I got Embiid or I got Ben Wallace, I guarantee you all the executives, 99.9% of them executives is gonna select Joel Embiid, bro, because he can do it on both sides of the floor. Ben Wallace is gonna get you rebounds and play some defense, but right now, Embiid, if he focused to it, can do everything Ben Wallace He pretty much is a Ben Wallace on crack when he gets his mind to
He
it, and
said
that's
a
no
Ben Wallace
disrespect to
song.
him. That's just I'm just telling you the truth, bro. When's the last time you've had a Ben Wallace stretch out and go out and give you 30 and 20 in a game? When's the last time you had? When's the last time you've had any of that? What are
You're
you
right.
crying
He
about,
might
man?
be.
Stop.
I mean, hey man, let's just say that maybe it wasn't
Stop,
Ben
dude.
Wallace's duty to do all that because I mean, you
hey,
got Rip
hey, Terry,
Hamilton,
where you from,
very
Terry?
great.
Where you from, Terry?
I'm in California right now.
Okay. I'm gonna take a step back and I'm gonna put a little bit more respect on Ben Wallace's name. I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? When you're looking at
No, I,
motherfucking four-time
no, it
NBA
wasn't.
All-Star,
It wasn't
three-time.
that money. It wasn't
No,
that
no,
money,
no,
Brown.
no.
I just, I
No. I said I got to take a step back and I'm looking at the numbers and I gotta say I gotta put more. But I like Ben, but it just said I don't know, man. I'm not. And you got to win. You win championships off of defense. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm too stuck up in being that star role, and I still don't think he was a star. I still think Big Shot. I think Chauncey Billups was the star of the team. That's
he
just
was
me.
he was on honestly he
That's
was a
just me.
very great role. He was a very great role player because he played his role, which was I have to slow down Shaq. And remember, that's when you had Rip Hamilton with that unstoppable mid range. You
I
had
mean, he came
Chauncey with
in
that high pressure.
with
Like
the Dennis
everybody
Rodman
played their role.
position. You know what I'm saying? With the
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman position,
Yeah,
I give him that.
he I could give you that. He was
But
basically an over glorified Dennis Rodman, but he basically was an over
yeah,
glorified Dennis Rodman.
but it's still when you look at Joel though, you're still looking at a superstar though. Like you're looking at a superstar and Joel. And that's what is the difference between Ben Wallace and Joe. I think Joel stick out more. Would you agree with that, A1? I feel like Joel stick out more than Big Ben, but you can't take away from the dirty work and the dog work that a Ben Wallace does. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But
and my bad, MB. That's what I was cooking on my son was he was over there crying because he dropped his thing. My bad. Let me say what's up to the chat real quick, and I'm gonna finish that and I'm gonna throw it back to you. My brother just doing the building undercard box. Salute to you, man. TWT in the house. Let me get y'all right real quick. But I say this, and now I throw it back to y'all. When I like I said, when you look at the two and you do an overall metric of the namesake for itself, you're gonna go off of Joel Embiid because he can do everything Ben Wallace can do, bro. Every single thing. Can Ben Wallace do everything Joel Embiid can do? Hell no. Defensive end, yes. Offensively, not even close. He literally, like y'all just used a perfect example. He was a more blown up version of Ben Wallace, and that's no slight to him because hell, we all know what the hell kind of player Dennis Rodman was, that man was a beast. Ain't no way in the world you get the name the Worm. You as small as a worm, but you got 7 footers. You giving them fits. 7 footers can't do nothing with you. Like, like
Now,
bro had he was the
well,
original Russell
I
Westbrook
do
from
got
an
one.
energy perspective.
Hold on, let me finish.
I
Let
do
me
got
finish.
one. Oh my
Go
bad.
ahead, Leroy.
My bad. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna cap it off with just saying like I can see where you're coming from as far as when you say he got a ring, but it took that team to get it. And when he, and my point is, and you made my point, when he left that team and he went to Chicago, he got bounced around. If Joel Embiid left the Sixers, you're gonna have every team in their mamas trying to trade to get him, and I guarantee they not gonna let him up out of there, and they gonna surround him with people to try to get a ring. Same thing with Philly doing. Trust the process. That was his thing. What did they do? They went and got Harden. They got Tobias Harris. They got Tucker. They got
That process coming to an end real quick. Now I don't give you how much time more, how much more time. This process coming to an end.
And I can't. I don't disagree with that one bit. If they don't win it this year, or yeah, this
It's
year, I
over.
think you're gonna see some changes.
That's 4 to 5 years being in the process, and I done gave you so many people. I done tried to swing things around, got rid of Ben Simmons, got you James Harden, swung all this other stuff, and we still only getting to the second round getting bounced. I gotta blow this up. I gotta be like the Toronto Raptors with DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry. They had to blow it up at some point. Like, you're not progressing. We gotta blow this up. Like, I'm not trying to
Yep.
take away from Joel Embiid. Like, he's a great player, Hall of Famer. You already know about first about same thing like Damian Lillard. I almost seem like a Damian Lillard. Like, you're a great player, but you're not gonna win the chip. Let's just be honest. Given your market and given your team, like, you're not going to, because you got to go against the Boston's. You got to go against the Milwaukee's. You got to go against all these other powerhouses. Like, you just don't have enough to stack up against them. Not trying to say that's anything against their game. It's just that your team just doesn't stack up against the other team. You know what I mean? It's not them. Like, they're great players. It's just that you're not bringing enough guns and enough ammunition to this firefight.
Yeah, I think when it comes down to winning rings, I don't. You just can't add a good piece and think that you're gonna automatically win the ring. So when you say we gave you James Harden, yeah, but this not the James Harden. Oh, like I like James Harden. Don't get me wrong, he can still score, but you needed somebody that's gonna be able to do it on the defensive side with you as well. So I just don't look at James Harden as going over there as, oh well, we gave you James Harden, we got him. No, you're gonna need the right role players and you're gonna need the right coaching as well. So when we're looking at the situation, I'm not just gonna look at Embiid and just blame Embiid for not getting over that hump. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, he's the star of the team, but I'm not just gonna look at Embiid and be like, oh well, Embiid, you have to take over, and it don't work like that. Getting to the finals, you need more than an Embiid and a James Harden, bro. You're gonna need the right role players and things like that to fit in, and it start with the coaching first. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta have the right mentality, you gotta have everybody buying in, bro. Everybody gotta buy in, but. That
No,
don't take away that,
I agree with
that
you.
that don't take away that Embiid don't want it though. So I'm not gonna say that they're gonna say, oh well, if it don't happen this year, it's just over it. No, I don't agree with that. God
I'll
damn,
put it
bro,
like this.
you
Like,
got that
no,
alarm going
I,
off, bro.
Yeah, Terry,
no,
Terry always trying to steal
I'm
the
in, I'm
car.
in the no, I'm in the parking lot right now. I'm outside my shop, but no,
Sure. Put it in
no,
reverse,
I'm
Terry.
outside. No, I'm outside. But no, I was gonna say, like, but I understand, like, I wouldn't put this at Joel Embiid because, I mean, what's he averaging, like 27, 28 points a game per season, like, and then he's basically averaging double numbers. He's getting double digit rebounds and everything. So at some point, his productivity and his numbers, they're outlining that he's not the problem because he's getting the rebounds. He's doing this. He's shitting on Joker every time they do a one on one. Like, he's killing Joker, so he shouldn't even be in the fucking MVP race. Like, so we understand that, but I mean, what do we do now? Like, is this Philly the organization's problem? Because I know I have this beast right here, this Hakeem Olajuwon 2.0 right here, but I ain't got nobody else to put with him. You know what I mean? Like, so what comes of it? Like, do I have to get rid of a James Harden and bring in younger pieces? Because, like, at some point something's got to happen. Because, are you just going to use all his good years up like Damian Lillard? All his good years are done with Portland. They're done now and nothing to show for it.
I mean, I think Dame, with his mindset of trying to, um, Dame trying to be like the kings of old and shit, and he don't want to go play with certain superstars. He feel like he don't like that process. But if you want to win a ring nowadays, it look like that's what I'm not gonna say that's what you got to do because Boston came along nice. You know what I'm saying? Boston came along
Right.
nice, and I feel like they drafted. You know what I'm saying? That St. Louis boy over there, JT, it is. But it's like.
Well,
still
unfortunately,
at your stage,
this morning,
hold on, at your stage, Dame, you got to pair up with somebody. Otherwise, you just gonna be, you know what I'm saying? You gonna be Dame Little that, you know what I'm saying, that can go out there and give you motherfucking 100 points a night on a good night, you know, but it's still gonna lead you to where you at now. But if you want to say, hey, I had the mentality of I want to try to do it on my own and I try to bring this in, I'm not mad at that. But at the same time, you got to keep up with the times. Like they not gonna stop their format of trying to win rings, and it ain't gonna stop players want to play with other superstars because Dame Litter saying, "Oh man, I feel like it's weak by people teaming up to go get rings and things of that nature." So shit, and then people get mad at KD for going to the Suns. Hey man, they traded him to the Suns. You feel me? So it's like he
you
can't get
can't
nothing
get
about
mad when
that.
you're traded. When you're traded, you have no say because you got
Exactly.
traded. That's a whole different thing. So I do give you that one.
I think Giannis kind of also kept a regrounded Dame to want to stay at home since Giannis did it with the Bucks, which was a homegrown team, and he
That's true.
brought a homegrown chip. So it's like to Dame, because he thought
Yeah.
about it. He thought about even though he was saying like, but when it boils down to it, it's not up to him if he wants to stay or not. The same thing with how
But
KG
at
got
the
traded
same
from the
time,
Wolves to the Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
KG didn't even request a trade, bro. The Timberwolves did him a solid and literally knew that they couldn't get enough around to win a ring. So what did they do? They sent him to Boston. He won a ring. And I live in Minnesota, bro. They celebrated as if they won a championship by seeing KG get one.
Yeah.
Like that's some organizations was like they feel like some of them the way how it is, if you keep it solid enough and you in that ingrained with that organization, they gonna do you a solid and send you somewhere to get
so
you a ring
so I,
because they did
That's
everything they
so
could
that's a
do.
fact.
I
That's a
got a
fact.
question, man. I got a question, man.
Yep.
So did Portland celebrate when Clyde Drexler won in Houston?
Yes. Because I lived in
I don't
Portland
think
when that
so.
happened.
I don't know about that.
I
They were
hear
so
what you're saying, Terry. I lived in Portland too, bro. That's the thing. I lived in Portland. I have a ton of family there. When he won a ring with Houston, they literally was saying like they treated it as if they won. Because why? Anytime when you have a superstar that's been loyal that never talk bad about them, and then when they emerge in the community on top of that, when you go somewhere else to win, bro, they still they did. If they would have had social media, I guarantee you they would have gave him the same
I,
video that they give other people when stars return to a place where their old stomping grounds. What do? They give them one of them appreciation type videos. You know what I mean? Saying thank you for your
Facts.
service, this, that, and the third. They would have did the same thing if they had social media back then, but they didn't.
Perfect example. A1. Perfect example. Look at Matthew Stafford with the Rams. Or look at Chris Long. Look at Chris Long. Look at I'm
stop.
just saying this is an example, bro. And then Chris
Right,
Long
right, right.
played with
I
the
feel you.
Rams so long, bro. Chris Long, we love Chris Long so much. When he won it with the Eagles and the Patriots, bro, we were so happy for Chris Long. Like I wanted Robert Quinn to get it with the Eagles this year, but it didn't happen. I'm just saying for it's like an example. Like if you molded to that city, like for instance, I don't know if Denver was happy for Vaughn when he won with the Rams. It's just like that. Like when you got that superstar player that's molded into the city that been there and did so much for the city. You know what I'm saying? When they don't get one and they wanted it so bad, if they gave it everything they got, if they trade you away so you can try to get it, you know what I'm saying? It will be a special connection there. You know what I'm saying? But it depends on what team it is and how the fans feel about it. But I do feel A1
Right.
perfect example.
So like Zeke. So that means Zeke wins the Super Bowl with the 49ers. Dallas is
Nah,
gonna be
that's
happy
that's
for
that's
Zeke.
negative. That's
Oh,
negative.
see.
Negative.
Oh, see. That's
But
all.
what? But
See,
Zeke.
that's
But
not
Zeke.
the.
But look. Let's say. But watch this though. But let's watch this. Let's say. But Zeke wasn't like Zeke was there, bro. And you know how the Cowboys is, bro. The Cowboys
I
won
know.
rings,
I know.
so
I know.
we talking about like it have to be somewhere where this motherfucker put in the time and the effort, and he gave it everything he
Zeke
got,
is a
bro.
two-time
You know what
Pro
I'm saying?
Bowler with you guys.
Bro,
Zeke was a two-time
I'm
Pro
talking about,
Bowler,
bro.
one-time All Pro.
I'm talking about like lifetime, bro. Like, come on, bro. And that Zeke is I met Zeke. I got a picture with Zeke. Zeke cool with my little sister and my little cousin. Things of that nation. I like him, bro. But Zeke is not embedded into Dallas, my boy. Zeke ain't no goddamn
He's
Emmitt
got
Smith.
over
You know what I'm saying?
7,000 career
Come on, bro.
rushing yards with them.
Bro,
And
Zeke,
I think he's
Zeke,
in the top 10 all
bro,
time, like
bro.
career-wise.
Zeke
Top
is
10 all
not
time.
embedded into Dallas, bro. I'm sorry. I don't think Dallas is hurt that Zeke is gone. You feel me? I don't think
Wow.
they
All
are.
right. So let us Niners go ahead and get him. We win some. Y'all ain't gonna celebrate in the
Man,
big
y'all
D.
got Christian McCaffrey. What the fuck y'all need Zeke for? Fuck the Niners. But let's
Hey
get back to
man, and why'd
basketball.
you release him?
Hey,
Why'd you release,
hey,
bro? We
hey, let's
about to
get back
scoop
to
him up like a
basketball. We
grab
gotta
bag.
talk about football. Hey,
No,
one, bring this back.
no,
Cause
we gonna bring it back. Hey, I will say this about the NBA. I will say this because I'm about to probably leave a little bit soon from my job because us Lakers, we got Dallas tonight, I believe, right? And we have to win because we freaking lost to Houston.
Man, don't
Hey,
So
talk
hold on.
about that.
Did
No
he
AD,
say
man.
us? Did he say us Lakers?
you're
Yeah,
not
he said
no.
us
Oh
I
Lakers.
wait, wait. You're not a Laker fan, A1? Because if you're
no,
not, then I'm jumping. I'm over.
I've been a
I'm
Lakers fan, but I didn't know you was a Lakers fan. Yeah, no,
Right.
I've been a
dude. I
Lakers
live.
fan
I
since
live in
like
Long. I live in Long Beach.
I
Oh
might
yeah.
have to pay. I might have to pay you a visit because I'm
Oh
gonna
my
be
band.
back out in Cali.
Yeah, I live.
My Lakers been a flying high for it, baby.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Uh,
I've been
High
rocking
with it.
with them since Nick Van Exel, Eddie Jones days. Like I go
Yeah.
way back.
nah, I met Eddie Jones and I met Corey Blunt. That's how long I've been a fan. When I met Corey Blunt and Eddie Jones in the barbershop out here.
Oh yeah, you got me by some years then. I'm a '80s
Mhm.
baby.
Bro,
No,
I met all my stars except Kobe, bro. Every
I
star
got
I
the
love, bro. I
I
met
got
every
Kobe
star.
and Shaq.
Yeah, I met
uh,
all my stars, bro. Except fucking Kobe, bro. I love Shaq too, but when Shaq and Kobe split, me and my mom used to beef. You feel me? I'm a Kobe fan. She
Hmm.
went with Shaq. You know what I'm saying? They called my man a snitch. We know that's neither here nor there.
that
You
whole
feel me?
that whole thing was it was that whole thing was bad, and the worst thing about it, ESPN when that whole Kobe thing, ESPN did a whole special, and people don't forget it. People forgot about it, dude. They actually brought in current day NBA players at that time that were talking about situations that go on with the traveling and everything. Dwight Howard was in the interview, like they talk about how these girls low key be yeah, and so Kobe. We got to let that go because that's off the court. Why don't we look for everything what they do on the court? Because if not, dude, I can never put Dwayne Wade in my conversation. But
I
look at what he
mean,
was on the court. Off the court, the man is crazy. On the court, the man is one of the top five point guards. I mean, one of the top five shooting guards.
Yeah,
You know?
I
yeah,
agree with
but
that.
we ain't trying to swing. We ain't trying to swing that route though. I
Nah,
was
nah,
just saying.
hell no.
I was just saying the Kobe and the Shaq situation. When the split happened, and you had to pick. You know what I'm saying? You had people that went with Shaq. You had people that went with the coaster. I stayed down with my coaster. You feel me? And it is what it is.
Yeah, nah, I stayed down with the Lakers, but yeah, Cole definitely was one of the first stars that I can say that I rock with. And everybody always say he's just Jordan 2.0, blah blah blah. It's like
Shit,
even though
Jordan
you can
3.0.
replicate your game behind somebody, you still got to go out there and implement it. You still got to go out there and be able to be successful. And if you're able to be successful, hell, that's not a bad recipe to me. I
Man,
mean, last time I checked, if it results in multiple rings being won, Hall of Fame,
hold on,
coming a damn near
5.
billionaire, and all, man, come on, man, sign me up, bro.
But
I walk, chew guns, spit, talk, sing cadence. I have all that if it comes with the success of it.
there you go. A1. See, it's a difference. A1. See, that's what they don't understand. They trying to say Jordan 2.0. See, Jordan welcomed that to Kobe. He wanted Kobe to be that. It's different. It ain't like Adrian Broner trying to be Mayweather. But then Kobe became Kobe. You feel me? He became. Like okay. If I'm trying to be A1 so bad, if A1 the greatest of all time, and I'm trying to be A1 so bad, and I'm following his footsteps, I'm putting the hard work in. I'm not disrespecting you, right, A1? But
Nope.
then when I become Monty, it's like okay, you want to be A1 so bad, and you so fucking good now you become Monty Brown and A1 respect me to the point like that's my little brother, that's a bad motherfucker. Then what are they talking about? You know what I'm saying? And they trying to get Kobe, they trying to take my dude Kobe name out of it and make it Jordan and LeBron. You feel me? Which is bullshit because it's
No,
Jordan
dude,
Kobe,
I be
Jordan LeBron.
listening to the
You know what I'm
basketball
saying?
streets now. In the basketball streets, they don't even put Kobe in the conversation no more. Now they
Yeah,
just
bro, it's
say it's
crazy.
LeBron versus Jordan. I'm like, wait, he hasn't even surpassed Kobe. They're like, he's already
Yeah,
beyond him. I'm like, at what point did LeBron pass Kobe? When did I miss this? When
yeah,
did
bro.
I miss
Like
the memo?
it's so disrespectful, bro. It be so disrespectful, bro. Like it really be disrespectful, bro. Like come on now, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what do y'all mean? Like, y'all don't even mention Kobe. Like when we talking about, you know what I mean? Like, we seen the heart and the dog and I'm not talking about trying to beat Jordan. I'm talking about for us an individual, a player himself, Kobe Bean Bryant, and he tell you all the time, I'm not Mike, I'm Kobe, but I'm gonna let you motherfuckers know who I am, bro. And it's like it gets disrespectful, bro. And I know we need to get back on topic, A1.
The game against the Warriors in 2012 when he dragged it when he tore his Achilles and they still made the playoffs. That should have
Yeah,
told us right there. That's right there should have been like, how did Kobe tear his Achilles, shot the free throws, and
but
then had to go out.
let's
Like,
get back on
I,
come
topic
on.
though, because A1
I
on here for a short time,
no,
bro.
you good. Hey, I can venture off into all that because I love all that, John. I was gonna
Damn.
say the thing is when people that dismiss him from any kind of goat conversations or top whatever kind of conversations because they prisoners of the moment. Only thing they
That,
want to hold on to is what? They want to hold on to Jordan due to the fact we know what Jordan was on that court. We know what he is. But also the main thing, the younger people only know Jordan because of his shoes. You know what I mean? Like he gonna be relevant forever. There ain't gonna be a time when Jordan gonna ever lead that conversation just because the man's shoes is probably still the highest selling shoes out there, right behind him, if I'm not mistaken, are Kobe. And
right.
it's like
Yeah,
then you got
yeah.
maybe you got LeBrons and stuff like that, but it's like I don't be having no beef with people that say it. It's just for me because I understand how I look at it. I'm like I'm never gonna have a conversation and leave him out of it, bro. Because when you talk from a guard perspective, and a lot of people be saying like, oh, they only want to argue talking about some, like they argue when you talk about killer instinct or impact on the game as far as like when you watch a game, who gonna take the last shot the first thing they'll go to is numbers. Now you can't debate numbers because those are facts. You know what I mean? But it's like we know that those can be some muddy facts that's right there, but it's still a fact, but it can be muddy. You know what I mean? Like when it come to
Mhm.
meaningless games and stuff like that, or it don't result in winning, then you're gonna look at it as if like, man, you beat the damn Wildcats on a Tuesday. You know what I mean? You didn't do it in no game 5 or game 6 in the playoffs or finals. That was considered like a game winner. Like when you had to win that game to make the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? Type push, type shots and stuff like
Mhm.
that. It's like so it's a bit different. So for me, I don't judge it or look at it too much. I kind of let people ride with their own opinions with it because you can't argue nobody else's opinion. But I be looking at it like, bro, I know this person ain't a fan of basketball; they're a fan of this player. And when you run into people like that, you're not gonna get nowhere. So I be like, yeah, nah, I'm good. I'm not gonna waste my time with that at all. But I was reading
That's not.
Undercard comment when he said, "Where do y'all have KD ranked all time?" So I had asked him, I was like, in his position or overall? And he said overall. I'm like, that's a tough one.
I
That's
mean,
tough
he
because
said KD.
yeah,
But
KD.
KD career still like what I like to do because like when you be like, oh, what do we have him ranked overall? You can't really put him nowhere because his career is still ongoing. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't like to simultaneously just go and just oh well you know what I'm gonna put KD here and I'm gonna nah bro like when your career is still going you gotta let his numbers finish you gotta let him finish you know what I'm saying because he can go out there and possibly get 2 more rings we don't know you feel me so it's like you just gotta let his career end and then see where he's at the end of his career. Well, LeBron, you know, LeBron out here breaking scoring titles and shit, and we know his career is almost up. And like I said, I give him all the credit in the world, but you know, KD still got time in the game. So I just like to let players, you know, finish their careers and then you know rank them where we go rank them. But man, when you talking about KD, somebody like that, bro, it's like that's a bad boy, man. That's a bad boy. So I just want to wait, but KD up there for me, he up there, but I'm not go disrespect other legends too that put it in because it's a lot of legends that get overlooked, bro, because of what A1 said. Because
Hmm.
the league, what it is
So,
now, the spur of the
so
moment.
is it too early to rank Steph Curry?
I mean, his career's still going. You know what I mean? What Steph got 4 of them things, 3 point leader. You know what I'm saying? Scoring titles and like you know, but like I say, when you go there and now you got KD, they got scoring titles and things of that nature. So I just like to let their careers go, but when you look at Steph Curry, would you say the greatest point guard of all time?
No.
Nope.
That's
I
what I'm
say
saying.
greatest shooter. Shit,
That's what
that
I'm
shit
saying.
hand
You feel me? That's
down.
what I'm saying. So it's like, that's what I'm
Greatest
saying. So
shooter.
it's like,
He's not even a point guard.
and that's why I say we gotta. Well, he's a point guard, my boy. I gotta give him that. But we
No,
gotta. We have to
not
let.
traditional. Not in the traditional sense. Though. That's what
Well,
I mean.
he's a point guard. But my thing is,
Like
I
no.
just want to let.
We'll
I
deal
just
with that
want to
later.
let.
We'll deal with
I
that
just want to let his career end. I want to let his career. I mean, you got point guards out there that love to say, "Give me Steph Curry career." So, but I'm just saying, you know. But you got. I just let that career end, bro. When their career end up, because I want them to get as many numbers as they could. Because at the end of the day, numbers do count when you talk about the game of basketball. You feel me? So that
Hmm.
means with rings, that means with points, you know, assists, everything steals. You gotta let all that shit add up, and you know, let's see where it ends when it's over with. But man, Steph Curry's a bad boy, man. Them boys like people like that, like they that do things for the league, and that's what people look at too. They look at the numbers they do for the league and what the league was at the time Jordan did it. Now the league where it's at when Kobe did it. Now the league where it's at when LeBron did it. Everything get better as the game goes on because the numbers gonna go up, and they see these big ass contracts, and you can't take nothing away from LeBron for taking care of his body and the things he did for the league and to be clean like he is man, I love the dude. I love what he doing. The family, he got his kids coming to the league, like, and not just coming to the league, like they coming to the league. This ain't Jeffrey Jordan boys, you know what I'm saying? So it's like
Hmm.
these boys coming, they gonna perform, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I know they got to get there and do it, but you got to respect that, and I respect I respect that all around, and I respect that strong woman he got on his side, you know. So you got to give him credit for that.
Yeah, that's definitely a fact for sure. Flawless in the building. Salute to you, OG. Appreciate you stopping through. Yeah, he finally got me caught on the live, man. Norm, I think this is the first time Flawless that made it through on the live, man. Appreciate you coming through. But yeah, like nah, I love all them topics because I could talk about basketball all day, man, all day.
Yeah,
Luckily, like
bro.
I said, I got out of a meeting and I was let me throw me a live on here real quick to
But
chop
wait a
it up
minute. Hey,
with
well,
the
let me tell
people.
you this. A1. I got my little sister. She's a Kevin Durant fan. I'm talking about to the max. But I got her watching The Last Dance, bro. Because they used to have it. She come back. She said, "Monty, Jordan, the greatest of all time." You feel me? I'm like, hey, that's all I'm saying. Hey, that's all I'm saying, baby. That's all. You know what I'm saying? But see, when they sit down and they watch and they look and they really learn, you know what I'm saying? She like Monty, that nigga. She like, man, like I'm talking
then
about.
what? Then
She
Monty.
love
After
it.
that, you got to throw on the redeem team.
Oh, I know.
Ooh,
What?
we.
Oh, yes. No, you talking about
Ooh, that
with
redeem
Kobe?
team.
With Kobe? We talking about with Kobe now?
Yep,
With oh my God,
yep.
bro! Did you see how that thing go down when Kobe stepped in that thing, man? So yeah. So
Nigga.
I gotta looking at that. Well, I'm gonna have a look at the Bad Boys next because I want her to know because when
Ooh,
you look at
that bad boy Pistons. They
yeah
were
because
nice.
when you look
Yes,
at Isaiah and you look at the
Bill
situation going
Lambier
with
and all
Jordan,
them.
right? Yeah, but I want her to know the real situation with Isaiah and Jordan because she's saying that Jordan, you know what I'm saying, left
Okay.
Isaiah off, and I want her to watch Isaiah and Magic when they made up because that was when Isaiah and Magic made up, bro. That was like that touched me, bro. Like that was deep. You know what I'm saying? That was really deep for me for them boys to make up and do what they
Yeah,
do because Isaiah,
Isaiah and Magic, they're cool. It's just that
but Zeke.
Jordan never let that shit go. Jordan never let
Well,
the grudge
it's not
go.
the point. It's not the point that Jordan didn't let the grudge go. It's the point that I didn't respect Zeke and them too for walking off the court. And it's like and when because you got to
We
understand,
understand.
bro.
Hey, man, sore
Back
losers.
then,
That's like at the end of a football
yeah,
game. I
but
don't
back
shake
then,
your hand.
but 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 Jordan took his ass whooping. He took his beating like a man, and he got up off that floor and he shook their hands, bro. And he just went and got better,
Hey,
and he put his
Money
team
Brown.
together.
Did
But
Deontay shake Tyson Fury's hand on the
bro,
stool?
bro. We're not talking
Oh,
Come
about the
you
on,
can't
basics
man.
compare
here.
that,
We're
man.
not talking about the
Yeah, I
basics here. We talking about
can.
wait a minute, Terry. We talking about the game of basketball, bro. To where you see this man like A1. If I see A1 coming, but I'm whooping A1 ass in the back, this different from boxing. And I don't like to compare boxing to other sports because to me it's totally different. But when we looking at the basketball game, bro, and you seeing this man putting in the work after the work after the work, and he getting better, bro. And when we made a fucking rule for him, and we knocking his ass down, and we beating him up, and we trying to take him off the ceiling. And this man steady getting better and better, and then he finally come and conquer our ass, bro. I gotta say, job well done, young fella. If you was man enough to shake my hand after I done whoop your ass these 2 years, knocking you down, not just 2 years, but beating you up, right? And now you finally conquer that goal, and you go on and do what you do, bro. You gotta show respect. And Zeke said he had respect for him, like what he did for the game. They paychecks went up and things like that. But to walk off the court like that, bro. Some people hold a grudge like that, bro. It's like, come on, bro. Come on. And they
You
got look,
kept the man off the
but
night. You kept the man off the dream team, dude. That's
hey,
that. Come on, bro. That is
that's
the
the price.
ultimate
Hey,
grudge.
that's the price you pay when you
Me,
make.
bro. I'm
Listen,
done. Hey,
you make your bed and you make it. Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. You was talking about the
bro.
dream team. Did it stop the dream team from being the dream team? Yes or no?
Did John Stockton and
Wait a minute.
Karl
Wait a minute.
Malone
Wait a minute.
deserve
Wait a
to
minute.
be on the dream
Wait a minute,
team?
bro. Wait a minute, bro. They took them off the dream team. Did it stop the dream team from being the dream team? Yes or no? I
Did
think
certain people deserve to? No,
bro. Yes
they
or no?
obviously achieved their goal. They
Bro,
won the
I just
goal,
need a yes or
obviously.
no though. Did it stop the dream team from being a dream team? Yes or no?
No, I mean,
I rest my case,
no.
my brother. I rest
Uh,
my case. I rest
Man, you
my
got John.
case.
You. So that means you prefer John Stockton over Isaiah Thomas.
Listen, I prefer the dream
I'm good.
team,
Hey,
my brother.
uh,
Wait a minute. This is not just about John Stockton, bro. This was the
no, I'm
dream
just looking at the
team,
team
baby.
overall. Looking at the
This is
team
the dream.
overall.
This team, bro, helped elevate basketball in every other country, bro, and made motherfuckers up they game, my brother. Jordan. It's Jordan, bro. It's the effect of Michael Jordan, brother. Jordan, not Isaiah. Not like Isaiah. I don't got nothing against him, bro. I don't. I don't got nothing against him, bro. You feel me? But when you make your bed, you gotta lay in it, my brother. You
Bro,
made that
you
bed.
took that bed
One
and you
minute.
made it
You made that
international. You
bed,
took it
and
international.
he didn't know who he was fucking with. And you and with King Jordan. And that's what happened, bro.
Bro,
I agree with Money on a lot of those points.
oh,
It's
you
just
guys are
like,
so petty. You guys are so
well, hold on,
petty.
Terry, hold on. Let me ask you a question, bro. So, say me and
What's
you
up?
was going head up for like, let's just say 10 years, right? And you whooped my ass for 9 of them years. You know what I mean? You put me
Okay.
in the dirt 9 of them years. And in that
Okay.
last year, when you done got a little bit older, and I said, and I was able to figure it out, and I was able to knock you off. You mean to tell me you're not gonna say some, all right, young buck, or I'll catch you next year, or at least, you know what I'm saying, make that thing like, hey, you 9-1, you ain't done nothing yet. You mean to tell me you just gonna leave and not gonna say like your comeback to me for letting me know that I finally won was you just gonna leave and not do anything. You're not gonna show me no kind of sportsmanship after you done beat me down 9 times and I shook your hand and pretty much bowed down to and said, "Hey, I'm gonna try and get you next year. Come back, same thing happened. I didn't get you, and you got me every year after that. And the one time I get you, you mean tell me you're gonna be a sore loser about it?"
And I mean, personally, I wouldn't, but hey, man, it happens. Shoot, I mean, I've seen Deontay Wilder didn't shake Tyson Fury. It happens. It's
We're
sports.
not
We're
talking about that's
emotional.
That's
It
different,
boxing.
bro.
That's
happens.
That's more.
boxing.
That's a cheating allegation versus you
Yeah.
getting fair and square getting whooped.
Facts, bro. Facts. That's fair and square,
I
bro. Like
mean,
that's fair and square, bro. And like
I
it
mean,
hurt
but,
Jordan too. Like when Jordan took them L's, bro, it hurt him too. But he was man enough to shake the hand of everybody every time, bro. And when I finally come and get y'all, bro, you know what I'm saying? Now I did feel Zeke when he said this. When Jordan said they didn't deserve their championship and try to paint them with that bad narrative, I didn't like that now. I will admit, I didn't like that. You feel me? Because they worked hard, like you said, because they had to go through Magic and they had to go through Bird to get them titles. You know what I'm saying? But my thing
right?
is when Jordan went through y'all, Jordan had to get his going through y'all, then he had to go through Bird and Magic as well. You know what I mean? So it's like give them their credit as well, because Jordan took his beatings just like y'all took y'all beatings, bro. And that's all I'm saying. If Bird and Magic can give him his respect, Isaiah, y'all should have gave him his respect as well, bro. But they didn't care though. You know what I'm saying? You heard what Horace Grant said. Straight up, he didn't.
Yeah.
I feel you guys. No, hey, you guys need to have more conversations like this. I'll try to listen in more and I'll try to jump in. But no, salute to you, Money Brown. Salute to you, A1. I'm about to go walk back into the office and listen in. But no, keep everything going. I'll just be listening in on the back end.
No
For
doubt, no
sure, man.
doubt.
Hey, enjoy enjoy that day and get that money, bro.
I think about coming there with my brother A1 on his basketball talk. This free my mind, bro. Get away from all that fucking boxing shit, man. That shit, man. I'm telling you, man.
I,
Shit.
that's what I had to do. I had to unplug, man. And people was
Yeah,
like, because I
bro.
had took some days off. I was busy, you know what I mean, work, did a different little position and stuff like that. And it was just like boxing
A1.
itself, bro. Huh?
You know the upset I called yesterday?
Huh?
Princeton.
Man,
Ooh,
I
I
watched
called
that.
Princeton, bro.
I watched that.
I called it, bro. I called Princeton, bro. I called it, bro. I called it. I called it. I say Princeton could upset these dudes, bro. Cause I've been watching Princeton all day. I've been watching the Ivy League, bro. Like I be watching the Ivy League and things like that. I be seeing them boys do their thing, bro. So I'm like, bro, Princeton, bro.
Yeah. I had some of the TWT fans getting on me, telling me I got how I'm on, how do I not follow college that close and stuff like that. I said, man, I don't know why. Only time I can watch it because the regular season of it is it's I wouldn't say it's not as entertaining. It's a little different. So for me,
Uh
March
huh.
Madness is when it kind of started where I can kind of pay attention to it, and
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what
that's a
took me
lot of
now.
people that's like that too. But
Yeah.
no, I was saying that, bro, that boxing stuff, man. So I had to unplug from it because it was just like it's not the same points and topics being regurgitated or anything like that. It was just more along the lines of people just arguing opinion more so than anything. And it was like that's the only thing you hear is people arguing opinion. It's like at some point where you get tired of hearing opinions, you get tired and you just want to see the fights. You just want to see these things happen. And people like way too emotional. They tied to fighters. They're not tied to boxing. They're not fans of boxing. They just only you know what I'm saying rooting for this one particular boxer, which is cool. But at the same time, like they can't pass their opinion off as if it's fact. And that's where I was like, all right, man, I can't hearing some of the things these dudes were saying. I can't do this, man. I can't sit here and allow my brain cells to be beaten down by hearing some of the stupid stuff I'm hearing. I can't do it. So I was like,
Exactly,
I
bro.
got to take me some time away. So unplug from that. And like I said, bro, working and then with the kids and everything too. And it's like, yeah, nah. And that's why I
Yeah,
was telling Terry, hell, is that shit. We might be venturing back out to California, you know what I mean, to be out there for quite some time. So I'm like, shit, I know
think
PBS
that.
is out there, a whole bunch of people out there, so I might end up connecting with them, you know what I'm saying, just to chop it up and stuff like that. But I'm like, when it comes to boxing, bro, I gotta, I show up, I show up in support. I hit the like button, I let people know I'm in the house, but then I disappear. I'm like, because I'm like, I just want to make sure I show my support, but as far as me
Right.
unplugging from it, I gotta unplug from it.
Right, bro. And that's how I'm like, man, listen, I'm finna get back to just talking boxing and the fights. I'm not finna be debating nobody. I'm not finna be doing none of that shit, bro. Because you'll be debating people that like you find yourself debating the same shit over and over. And I'm like, man, I'm done. Like, I don't even like people are man, I'm not studying and doing all right now and all this shit to debate nobody when I know the points are the points and you're not finna change somebody's minds and you talking the same talking points, just standing in a
Mm-hmm.
different way. Like, come on, bro. How many times can we say the same shit in a different way? Like, I'm you know what I'm saying? Like it get repetitive and I'll be like, bro, that shit make me lose my brain cells, bro. Like I'm not gonna keep talking
Yeah.
about the same shit over and over and over. So, oh well, Earl Spencer's gonna beat him, but I gotta tell you in 175 different ways he gonna beat him. It ain't even 175 different ways that you can beat a motherfucker. But now I gotta start thinking of some shit. And now you going out like, man, I'm not gonna keep doing all that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, though. But I like this right
Yep.
here, bro. This boxing, I mean, this basketball talk, this football talk, baseball talk. Cause I watch everything, bro. I really watch everything, bro. Like people don't understand it, bro. I watch so many other sports, but you know what I'm saying? We just talk one sport, and football is my first love. Then basketball,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, is right behind it. Kobe is my number one of all time for an athlete. So you know what I'm saying? It's like it's so many other sports out here, bro, that you know you can unplug from that you ain't gotta worry about race baiting and all that shit because people so motherfucking they so in love with you know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing wrong with loving your people. But then as soon as you go to the Dallas, oh Luka Doncic. But Luka Doncic ain't black, motherfucker. Last time I checked. You know what I'm saying? It's like you feel me? So it's like, why can't you be like that with the you know, it's like, bro,
Yeah.
like it just be a little it just be a little hypocritical to me sometimes with certain things, bro. But you know, to each his own. But we gonna keep it basketball like you said in the beginning, bro. We not gonna venture off to all this other shit. We gonna keep it basketball because that's what people here for.
Yeah, cause I be having fun because in basketball it's like you get it allows you to talk about so many different things, whether it be organization, players, eras, like different things like that, where it's not you're not pressured into to feeling like it got to be this person or that person, and that ain't the case.
Right,
Obviously, you got people that's diehard. That's like, no, I don't rock with no other team. I hate that player because they've been a rivalry of my team since this, that, and the third and stuff like that. And that's cool.
right,
I don't have an issue with that, but it's like it allows you to kind of be able to have more fun with it because you can
yeah.
talk about more
Talk
things
common
about
sense. Talk common
it.
sense,
Yeah,
bro. At the end of the day, you gotta talk common sense. If you hate that man, it's because he just slash your team up. But you gotta give him his respect because you know how hard it is to do what he did. You know. But I want to ask you this question, A1, your reasoning because you know you brought the question up with Joel Embiid, top 10. Do you consider him? You know what I'm saying? You said I think you named like um six top, I mean, all time centers. So, are you thinking about putting Joel Embiid in that top 10, or when his career is over with, would you consider him? You know,
I would say yeah, and my only reason being is when I look at him, and I hate to have to use this because this is a part that's like it's a killing point of your talking point about me having to say when he's healthy. Because then you
hmm
gotta throw that when he's healthy in, people gonna be like, well, shit, he's never healthy. It almost
right,
throws your argument out the window a little bit. But I'm like,
right,
hey, we seen that he's playing, he's healthy this year. He's missed a handful of games. He hasn't missed a lot of games, and we're seeing how he's being productive. He's leading the league in scoring. His team is in the top three seeds, if I'm not mistaken. I got to double check. I think they're the one or two, if not they're in the third seed, at the very least or worse. And it's like he's in the MVP talks again, which I think they just said he kind of took over the MVP um, potential or race from Jokic.
Joker,
So it's
yeah,
like I'm looking at everything he's doing, but I understand because I've been watching him for years, bro. On both sides of the ball, that man is a monster, and it's like it's hard to deal with somebody that size, that type of skill set, and with that type of what I'm saying, that mentality that he got. If he had an undercard or let me make sure, yeah, undercard had said it earlier before he beat me to it. If he had the tenacity or the work ethic of a Greek freak, it'd be what I'm saying, it'd be different. I'm like, well, he got the work ethic because he's lost some weight. He's strengthening his body in places where he's not getting those kind of nagging injuries. The injuries he's having now is like because he's a big man. You know, those are typical big man
Mhm.
injuries, a toe or a foot, something like that. But it's like when you look at him, his core is better. He's playing stronger, and he's dominating the game, bro. He's looking at every kind of matchup and saying, "I'm going to eat." Every single night, this man is going out here and eating. He's not taking no games off. He's not taking like no plays off or any of that, bro. And we seeing it. He's taking a leadership stance, and he's understanding he's not going to waste his talents. He's not going to take for granted his health this year, let alone the teams he has. And he's seeing all those things happen. So for me, when I look at him and being able to see, okay, if I match him up with, and I'll go past the top six centers that I named. Everybody else after the top six, I think he could beat them, or he's pretty much them packaged in one. They don't have any one particular thing that he can't do the same or better than them. So that's how I look at it, and that's why I throw him in there because I feel like he can do all they can plus some.
Gotcha.
Now that top six, now that's the conversation. That David Robinson can do everything. You know what I'm saying? Shaq, obviously, we know what Shaq was. We know what the dominance he presented when he stepped on the court. We know what Wilt was. We know what Bill Russell was. You know what I mean? We know what Akeem Allah is a dream. You know what I mean? There's a reason. We know we know what these dudes was because they represented what? They represented championships. They represented winning. They represented dominance. Every single one of them,
Mhm.
bro. So it's like that's why after that six, after the top six people I named, after that, it's a hard argument to say that he's not better than them other people. It's very hard to say what can they do better that he can do, or what can how can they be more dominant than him. That's why it's like easier for me to kind of argue after that top six.
Yeah. I like that stance. I like that stance. You know what I'm saying? I guess when it comes to me, I like what he's doing. I like him be a fan of him, and I always been a fan of the big man game, right? If you know,
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Bynum was one of my favorites, right? And a lot of people didn't know how talented Andrew Bynum was. The last man to come out of high school, but the skill
Man,
set that Andrew Bynum possessed, bro, the skill set that he
man.
possessed, and Kobe just tried to push him to get there. And Kobe did push him to get there, and I still believe if Bynum didn't get hurt in that Celtics series, we would have won. You know what I'm saying? But we end up
Mm-hmm.
losing. Bynum they had Big Perkins, and they end up losing Big Perkins in the other series. But Andrew Bynum was a dog, and I don't like the way his career went. But it's like you say. I think it was a foot injury with Bynum or a leg injury, something that was low. And when it comes to them big mans, bro, we know that weight and the pressure they put on them. So what I like
Mm-hmm.
about Embiid is I like the way he worked himself back. Because a lot of people was looking at him as a bust at first. They was ready to write him off and things of that nature. They was ready to give up on him, bro. And I like the tenacity and I like the determination that he put in and came back and showed them like, nah, I ain't no fucking bust. And that ain't gonna be under my name, bro. And he's doing this thing right now. And I respect that. To me, I'm not gonna take away from his stats. I'm not gonna take away from what he's doing. I need
Mm-hmm.
him, and he's dominating this year. And to me, he's the MVP, right? I like to put him in the league as the MVP. You know what I'm saying? I want JT to get one too. I want Jason Tatum to get him one as well. But I can't sit up here and hate. You know what I'm saying? I do got Joel Embiid in the league for the MVP. I want to see him
Mm-hmm.
get over that hump, and I want to see him get that ring, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him in the NBA championship pressure to see how he dominate when everything is on the line. You know what I'm saying? So I want him to get over that hump and experience that. Now I know it's players out there that never made it there, but they had that black cat they had to deal with and Black Jesus and shit like that. So he stopped a few of them cats from getting there. So I just want to see him get to the promised land and see if he can deliver. But for us, top 10, his career is still going. He's 29 years of age. His numbers is up there. He playing
Nope,
his ass off.
and I think JT. Mhm.
Huh?
No, go ahead, MB. I think there was a lag on my end. My bad.
Oh yeah. So he's 29. So when my man was saying like his time, I don't think his time is running out yet. I don't think it's that. Like I said, this year, I don't think this year you unscrap and unpack and try. I don't think you do that. I don't think you do that to Joel Embiid. You know what I'm saying? I think you try to get better when you see what you got. Especially if you get the MVP of the league and you see the hard work you're putting in. I think you bring in some dog, another killer piece for him. If you can make it happen. But it's all about buying in, bro. That's what it comes down to. Buying in, man. Buying in. And if you can get somebody to buy in with him, bro, and do what you gotta do. And I think they're doing that this year, bro. I think they got a better shot than any this year to get there. You know what I'm saying? They got a better shot than any this year to get there. Now we know you gotta go through Milwaukee. That's what I feel like Milwaukee is the team to go through. I feel like the Celtics gonna be one of the teams to go through. But I think the Sixers, you know what I'm saying, healthy, I think they got a better shot than any. So We'll see how that play out. But it's still some things that I need to see when I say top 10, you know what I'm saying? There's still some people that I respect to the utmost and the hard work they put in before I can put Joel Embiid in that top 10. But like I said, his career's still going. His career is still going. That's why I don't wanna, just prematurely give it to him. And I think he will respect that, and I think he know he still got a long way to go. Cause I think he figured it out, and it's all about working hard on the off season, man. It's all about the off season, working hard. Now, yes, injuries are prominent in the NBA and things like that. We know like that, but it's all about what you do for your body in the off season and get your routine down and get that thing fixed up to where you're able to perform in a regular season and knowing your body. And I think Joel Embiid is on that type of time. So, but like you say, man, it's just certain nicks and knacks that can hit you as a big man that you can't get over, bro. That you can't get over. So we'll see how it turn out for him. But I rock with Joel Embiid. I like him, bro, and I wishing him nothing but the best.
You,
And
you
it's
still
hard
there,
enough
big?
with fucking Boston at times because I'm a Lakers fan, but they got JT over there. But when it comes to the Lakers, hard, man. It's hard. I
Yeah,
I
no,
hear
I was yeah, I think I was cutting out. I'm outside cooking in this cold weather. Cold weather. Yeah, now they I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. I just say the only reason why I consider him, like I said, in the top 10, I gave you the reasons for it, even though his career ain't even done. I can see the writing on the wall. So
right.
that's why I can go with it. But I can understand, what I'm saying, waiting until the career over so then that way we get a full scope of seeing, what I'm saying, what he was able to do or what, what I'm saying, type of records he could break or chips he could win and everything. But yeah, I agree. I think they opportunity, they window to win is now. Like I said, because the only reason I say that too, James Harden get no younger, and we done seen when playoff time comes. What I mean, he goes from looking like in the regular season the old James Harden, and he started looking like a old James Harden, and it's like,
Right.
bro, they need you to stay consistent. They need you to be out here putting on for their team. And it's like I don't know why it is. It seems like something gets to him, whether it's mentally or whatever the case is. Every single time, bro, in crunch time when they come push the shove and they need him to step up, he's not there, bro. His focus isn't there. He buckles or something happens, bro, where it just falls apart. And I'm just like, man, what is going on, man? What is the mishap? Why he can't pull the trigger in the playoffs like he do in the regular season? Because the regular season, I mean, yeah, MVP, all caliber, all NBA player, playoff time, bro. He was like he belonged on the bench for me and you. And it's like,
Just
hold on, what the
disappear.
hell?
Facts.
It's like you can't do that. You can't be all world at one point and then all of a sudden you just decide you're gonna take some time off. I mean, I know he used to club a lot, but I'm like, does that adhere or add to the fact of what I'm saying, his performances we done seen? And I always like to keep it, what I'm saying, about basketball within the lines of the sport, but it's like, hell, we done
Hey,
seen off the court, what I'm saying, activities affect on the court, what I'm saying, production.
hey, you got to be real. You got to be real. You can't cut out nothing, bro. That's why George. I mean, that's why George and Kobe always went and got their ass. Like, okay, y'all must want to club. It's all about the mentality, bro. Because you got to make sure they work. If you're not putting in the hard work, bro, and you're not going out there knowing that it's going to take this to get that, if you're not on that type of time, bro, you're not gonna get it. Because what Kobe tell people, we here to win rings, bro. Like Joy say, we here to win rings. Like it's all about the rings. And to get them rings, bro, you gotta have a different type of mentality, bro. You got to have a different type of mentality. You have to want that thing, man. You have to want that thing. You gotta be willing to do what you gotta do. Cut all the bullshit out and going out there and focus on that one goal, bro. Focus on that one goal, So it's like that's what separates the greats from the okay. You know what I'm saying? You got the stars, the
Hmm.
superstars, and then you got them legends that's gonna be remembered forever, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference between if you some of them cats, bro, like they get comfortable, bro. Like these motherfuckers at their age, they got hundreds of millions of dollars in the bank. They live in a rock star lifestyle, fine women, big homes, nice cars. They comfortable, bro. To us, like, okay, shit, we ain't gotta win a ring. We don't have to get there. I'm still got my money. I still, you know what I'm saying? After when it's over with, it's over. And I get it, I understand it. You work your ass off for that. And I never tell no man not to live their life to the fullest. But if you want that ultimate goal, you want that bling bling on your finger at the end, you want to be remembered with the greats, you gotta sacrifice, man. You gotta sacrifice. And
Yeah.
if you ain't willing to sacrifice and get it up, bro, then you go be just what you are. And that's what you gonna be, and that's what you settle for.
That's why you see a lot of these players that either are retired or in the league and stuff like that. They said, like I said it in a different light. Some of these players show up to do what? Some of them show up. to take advantage of the game, meaning like they go in to maximize it. Their goal is to just make it to the NBA. Some of them goal is to
Mm-hmm.
make it and make an impact and be the best player, and then some of them goal is literally just go there, you know what I'm saying, play some years, be a journeyman, and make as much money as they can. And then you got the ones like you said that look at all of the above, go in, make an impact, be the best player that you can, become a mogul, you know what I'm saying, and then want to be win championships. Like they
Mm-hmm.
driving their goals is different. Like you can't sit there and have the same. You can't have. He's 50 years old. You're not gonna have the same. You're not gonna have the same goals and ambitions as a 10-year old.
That's right.
And
That's
that's
right.
how I be looking at it. Like, man, a lot of these people, man, I be like, I just don't be understanding how they be having a mentality of just being content with showing up and just being mediocre, not putting in the work or not willing to put in the work to be great. It's like, bro, you wasting an opportunity. I wish I was 6'7". You know what I mean? 6'6". Hell,
Ooh,
give me 6'5". I'm already 6'3". Give me
ooh.
6'5". And the opportunity to compete with them at the highest level. Man, oh my God, I understand what my motor is. I understand what my engine is. And a lot of people be saying, oh, you know, if I had the chance or this, I would do this. Like, nah, I mean what I'm saying because I know my work ethic. My work ethic is crazy. Especially if I'm something I'm passionate about and I love. Like, ain't no way I'm gonna squander that opportunity, bro. I'm gonna be out there day in and day out, first one in, last one leaving, and then coming back on top of it. Like, ain't no way.
That's right, bro.
But,
Like you know
but
your talent, especially, but that's your mentality. When everybody don't got that. Then when they get there, everybody different, bro. Everybody different. For instance, we got John Moran out here, one of the most talented motherfucking kids in the whole entire world, and everybody want to be. And it looked like he's saying he's getting, but 23. And I understand kids gonna make mistakes and things of that nature, but the things you doing, job, or it's beyond like rhetorical to me, bro. And it's come
mm-hmm.
from street dudes telling you the shit you doing is rhetorical. But it looked like the kid. We got to give him a chance. And this is what I don't like. Because too much ridicule drive a person to do what you tell them not to do. You know what I mean? Especially
Yeah.
when you're young. Especially when you what's the main thing when somebody when they first turn grown, we know the saying, right? I'm grown. You can't tell me what to do, right? People love to
Mm-hmm.
be grown and do it. Oh man, I'm grown, man. Like who the fuck they think they talk to? You can't tell me. Sorry because I want. You can't tell me what to do, right? So it's like when they get in that stage, if they get to that high head to where you can't tell them nothing, then you have to sit them down and suspend them and do these type of things because you got a reputation on the line. Not just that, you're not bigger than the game and you're not bigger than this team. You feel me? So when I see dudes
Mm-hmm.
out there, and I ain't gonna say no names, this is no shot. Marty Brown said it, not A1, because A1 don't care about you cats. But when you got cats out there talking about, oh, the white man calm them down and not his daddy, that's a lie, bro. That's a lie. Like, don't try to discredit his daddy and things of that nature. But of course, the league is going to discipline you. It doesn't matter. The league is ran by a white man. You feel me? Every league. So of course they want to discipline you and sit you down and strip you. And once you start, what you say, bro? If you're getting paid right now at your job, and if you fucking up, and they tell you, man, I don't want to. I'm sorry, bro. But if you messing up, bro, and they start garnishing that check, right? You're like, oh man, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
That check look good that week. It ain't looking good. Hey, Joe. Can I talk to you, Joe? Oh, Joe, I'm sorry, man. I was messing up. It's like, of course you go get some act right. If you smart,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? If you smart. So of course this man making millions of dollars, bro. If they start stopping that dollar from coming in, he gonna sit down and think like, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it gotta happen like that. But that don't mean, oh man, the white man stopped him. Nah, bro, quit all that, bro. Stop it, because if you care about him, you don't care who disciplined. You don't care who was the reason behind getting them together. As long as he got together. You feel me? As long as
Yeah.
he got together, bro. You know what I'm saying? They said
Cause
take
that.
a child. Yeah, you know what I mean? A village to raise a child. So because the next man made him sit down and think, and it wasn't possible. It doesn't matter, bro. As long as he got together to get back on track to understand what he is and what he's doing out here and the opportunity that he got, bro. You feel me? Because I'm quite sure if you go out there and blow it and mess up the opportunity, y'all ain't gonna do nothing but criticize him even more. Look how dumb he is, bro. He had all that money, he blew it. Ain't gonna do nothing but do nigga stuff. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing but down him and kick him up the butt. So at the end of the day, man, I don't care who got the kid together, as long as you get together. But you got the opportunity of a lifetime, man, to play the game you love, make millions of dollars, and you just happen to be great. I ain't gonna say great. No, I'm gonna give you your word. You happen to be, because you got to earn that great for me. But you happen to
Yeah.
be very talented at what you do. You know what I'm saying? Very and I'm a Ja Morant fan, bro. And I never been to an NBA game in my life, but Memphis ain't that far away. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro,
Hmm.
you are a talented dude that make people want to see you play the game, and the way you play the game is respectable because I like people that play the game like Ja Morant and Russell Westbrook and Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan because that's my type of mentality. You know what I'm saying? I want it. Let me know you want it, bro. But at the same time, when you look at Kobe and Jordan, when the lights was off, they still carried themselves in a certain way. Now, being 23 like that, man, in this day and age, bro, with millions of dollars in the bank, you know, it's crazy at the same time. It's crazy, but you got to pipe down, kid. And I'm happy. Hopefully he learned. I don't know if he learned it, but hopefully he learning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Hopefully.
my
What you
bad.
think?
These
What you
kids,
think? What you think about it? I know you got
incredible.
the kids out there. It's all good. What you think about the situation, A1? What do you think about John Morant's situation?
When I spoke on that, Jim, bro, I left it at a at a point where I said that when you about to be worth $250 million, right?
Ooh,
It's hard at that age to be introduced to that much money, not to have some hiccup and some speed bumps along the way.
hey,
You
when I
gonna
can't
have that.
feel,
That's
I can't feel my legs and my knees buck when you just said that. Golly,
it's like a lot of people don't look at it that way, bro. They look at it as saying like they expect T Morant to control this young man. It's like, bro, in the black community, we know when our parents is there as a father. Your thing is you gotta let your kid bump his head for him to learn the lesson, for him to come back to you,
yeah,
circle back to you, to be able to understand. All right, son, this is what I meant when I was telling you that day. You know what I'm saying? That these kind of situations don't come about. Now, as long
yeah,
as it ain't life threatening, meaning like you're gonna go to jail, majority of that they gonna let you bump your head because you gotta learn. You know what I'm saying? Like
right,
they always say hard head make a soft ass, but at the same time, they gotta be able to bump their head to learn from it. They ain't gonna
fact,
learn if you protect them the whole way. That's when they do mess up, they gonna mess up to the point where ain't no coming back. So in the case
facts,
for him, you know what I'm saying, what did he do? He let him bump his head and then he came and stepped in and told him, hey, you know what I'm saying, this is what we gotta do, and this is the reason why you gotta move like this. But they have to make the mistakes in order to understand it. Otherwise they're not gonna do it. And so
facts.
for me, what I looked at it as if, you know what I'm saying, that a lot of people can't blame teamwork. At the end of the day in the black community, when you hit 18, you consider a grown man.
That's right.
So his job as a father at this point is to be a guide. His job ain't to be his boss; it's to be a guide to him, to keep him protected from dying or going to jail. So what did he do? He bumped his head. He made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? He got the help he needed. Now the rest of the old media need to keep that same energy because, like I said, they didn't keep that same energy when you had a person that didn't look like one of us drive states away and shoot somebody and say he was a patriot. It's like you don't even live there. What the hell are you doing there?
Facts.
How does that make sense? Like them going and shooting up churches, and the first thing they say is, "Oh, he was having a bad day." It's like, come on, man, keep the same energy, bro. Like he
Mm-hmm.
made a mistake that didn't cost anybody their life or cost anything or put anybody in danger. Only thing he did was drop 50,000, however much it was, and was flashing a little this or that, whatever the case it was, and stuff like that. And that was it. That was the end of it. So he made
Mm-hmm.
a mistake of him out there, you know what I'm saying, as the youngest will call it, you know what I'm saying, he flexed. That was
Yeah,
his mistake, was flexing. But you know what I'm saying, he is a public figure, so he can't flex to that degree. He got to flex differently. He
that's
got to
right.
flex by showing them, hey, we about to get this bag and set up generational wealth, and I'm gonna set y'all up to be successful. The same thing LeBron did for all these people that surround him. You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
He put them in position to be successful on their own, but he gave them the tools and the necessary connections to be able to expand upon that. And that's what we see. So it's like
Right.
me, when I look at it, he bumped his head, he made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's gonna do it again just because he realized what's at risk. Hell, he at risk right now of missing out on damn near 40 million just from this whole hiccup of if he don't make an all NBA team. And then the fact that he also missing some money because they suspended him 8 games without pay. So money changes decisions on when you make a mistake. If somebody's saying you're not going to get paid and you got to sit out on something you love, bro, you're not going to keep doing that. You're not going to make the mistakes. You're gonna get some act right real quick because it's impacting your bottom dollar. That's the one thing
Yeah,
you don't want to impact. That's the one thing you don't want done. So what do? You make the necessary adjustments and you go from there. You learn how to move from you know what I'm saying, that mistake. And a lot of people say allow my mistake to be a lesson for you.
man, talk that talk, man. Big facts. Big facts,
Yeah,
bro.
I'll feel it. So that's how I be looking at it, And a lot of people be wanting to, you know what I'm saying, have in the microwave sauce just because the cheese didn't melt all the way. But a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, look at how they look at it, but they look at it from they trying to judge him in a different kind of way, not understanding. It's like, bro, you gotta look at the full context of it. When you 23 years old, you already make life mistakes as it is being a youngin. But then on top of it, if you 23 and getting like I said, I hate to keep saying it, at that age being introduced to over 200 million. And again, that's just an NBA contract. That ain't even talking about his contract, like endorsements and all those kind of things. So, like I said, that's definitely $250 million that he touching it or looking at as a 23-year-old. Say, bro, that don't happen. That's not normal.
Yep.
Like this ain't you ain't part of the Bill Gates family. You ain't part of the family that got this type of wealth. Like, get down, get down, get down. Like you're not part of them families where they touching hundreds of millions of dollars and stuff like that at that age, or they seeing that type of money at a very early age. They don't see that.
Mhm.
So you, like I said, you giving it to something like that, like I expect hiccups and bumps to happen. I expect him to do some of the things he did. So now it's just how do you bounce back from it? That's the only thing, and I feel like he's gonna bounce back from it perfectly fine. I feel like he took that and looked at the fact of everything he could have lost, and he's not gonna do that again.
Man, I agree 120%, bro. I agree with everything you said, bro. I feel like you're right on point. You feel me? I feel like you're right on point, bro. It's come to the point to where it's like you say, it's hard, right? Hey, when think about you at 23, and especially me at 23, if I was on my
Mm-hmm.
feet, with $250 million, bro. $250 million. I'm talking about everything you ever wanted, bro, is right there at your reach. You know what I mean? Your
Mm-hmm.
family taken care of, everybody. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I was saying. That's what make it tough, bro. It's like a lot of people can't put themselves in that type of situation. That's hard to even fathom
Hold on,
having
A1. Give
that.
me 1 second, bro. Don't hang, don't go. I'm finna take. I gotta pee real fast. One
No,
second.
go ahead, go ahead. And salute to everybody that slid through. My brother Cletus, Big Texas in the building. Let me get you right real quick. TWT in the house. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you sliding through this joint, man. But yeah, man, we've been up here just cooking, man, cooking on a whole bunch of different topics, and I didn't mind my topics. Um, not too much caring about keeping on topic about it, just because again, can talk this basketball. I'm rather talking with anybody. It don't matter who. My brother, I know my brother Terry hopped on the panel earlier. He had to get back to work, so he cooked with us for a little bit. So appreciate him if he's still listening, man. Get that money. Don't you know what I'm saying? Don't what's that old New Jack City saying? Is make that money, don't let it make you. I think that's New Jack City where they said that, or maybe it's a different show. I can't remember, man. It's been I don't watch so many different movies and stuff like that. But yeah, man. Definitely like I said, a lot of the stuff that's on the NBA is definitely intriguing. It's exciting to see and everything that's going on. But then you look at a lot of it too, man, and you just like, man, what in the world is going on? And you know, it makes you question and make you kind of look at everything that's going on, and you just say, how are these people doing this, or you know, so how they losing focus, like what are they thinking about and stuff like that. But then you got to remember, man, we all human at the end of the day. We all still human. The only thing they doing is they're public figure and they playing a sport. Them being a public figure and playing a sport is the only difference. Play, sit down, stop. Stop. So that's the huge element of it. And so that's the whole part. When I look at it, man, that's how I look at it as a whole. I try to look at it from an unbiased perspective, just with the way how I view the game and how I love the game. So when I be speaking about the game, and I always try to speak of it from a standpoint of being unbiased, because I'm not biased to it. Everybody that know me or at least listen to this live know I'm a Lakers fan, but I'm not delusional. So I can keep it straight down the middle when I talk about my team and other teams. So that's one thing I can definitely say, you know what I'm saying, without issue or anything, is being able to keep it right down the middle. You know what I'm saying? Keep it fair. I don't have to sit up there and make up something. I don't have to fake it or anything like that. I keep it fair and right down the middle with it.
Okay, I'm back, A1. I'm back. Yeah.
You good? You good? Uh,
Hey,
no,
we
I
gotta
was
link
just
up though.
giving.
I'm with you though. I'm with you, bro. We got to link. We'll talk behind the scenes though. But you know, come to and talk with basketball with you, man, on certain days if you know the days you're available. You feel me? Help grow the channel and
Oh
things of
yeah.
that nature. You know.
Oh yeah. No, for sure. No, I appreciate that because yeah, like I said, it'd be very random at days that I do it, but just
Well,
whenever
it
I try to
just
find a
yeah,
window
just
of
hit me up.
time, I try to make sure I do it.
That's why I say we can find a date. You know, like we gonna talk behind the scenes. We ain't gotta talk over this. We'll talk behind the scenes. But yeah, bro. Just like when it comes to the situation. Now let's talk about CP3 a little bit, bro, because I feel like CP3 was robbed of his opportunity to be a world champion when they stopped him from going to the Lakers, right? I feel like he was robbed of his opportunity because they know how good, and there was the White in his prime too. You feel me? And you had Kobe, and I was trying to test. See, people be trying to test my patience, man, and like I don't know what I'm talking about. Like I don't do this because they see you talking boxing. When I told cats that they was trading Pau Gasol and Lamar Odom for Chris Paul, they told me Lamar Odom was not in that trade, bro. You know how mad I was when they was telling me, because let me tell you, bro, I remember this vividly. Matter of fact, I can have my little sister coming here right now. Matter of fact, I could tell Rika come here, bro. We coming back from a show, A1, right?
Mm-hmm.
And because my little sister's a sports fanatic too, she does this. She's a lawyer, but she the real deal. But
Mm-hmm.
bro, when she came outside, right? Mommy, y'all got Chris Paul. I'm like, Ricky, you lying. She's like, I swear to God, y'all got Chris Paul. They finna trade Lamar Odom and Paul Gasol. I'm like, you serious? You see, I'm like, oh my God, bro, I wanted Chris Paul so bad, and I love Powell. Let me get this understood. I love Powell and I love Odom. People don't understand big shots that Big O hit in them championship games on the side with that 3-point things he did from the wing, especially like Trevor Ariza, right? So O played a big part, you know what I'm saying? I love Powell to the utmost, right? But at that time,
Mm-hmm.
they was on the decline, you feel me? And if you looking at Costa, you want Costa to get what he got to get. Chris Paul at that time was the guy. And then we were talking about trading Bynum for Dwight Howard, which still happened. You know, and Bynum ended up going to Cleveland, though. Dwight ended up coming to us, and something else happening with that move. But nonetheless, right, man, they robbed Chris Paul of the opportunity, but he still went to good teams. But now, you know, um, I thought like what Kevin Durant gave him his best chance, bro. And I'm not gonna lie to you, A1. I'm a type of dude. If I like you, I like you. Now I didn't like Chris Paul in Wake Forest too much, punching people in the nuts and shit like that. Like I really didn't like that, right? Because he used to do that so
Mm-hmm.
much, bro. Like really punch people in the nuts, and like I was like, Chris Paul, what are you doing, bro? Like, why would you do like, like, boy? So, but I felt like if it's somebody that's in the league that I feel like deserve rings, the two dudes that I look at is Chris Paul and Carmelo Anthony, right? Like I want them to make sure I want them to get rings, right? But with Chris Paul,
Mm-hmm.
when they said KD went to the Suns, bro, I lit up like a Christmas tree. I'm like, you know what? That's the best thing that could have happened for Chris Paul. Will it fit right away? I feel like it can fit right away with Chris Paul being a facility that he is, and KD being, because a lot of people think KD is selfish. He's not, bro. He's not. Like he got his rings, he got his money. He don't try to go into teams and just try to take over and be the guy. But if you're the guy, you're just the guy. I mean, you know what I'm saying? When you got that it factor, Javante Tank Davis, you know what I mean? When you're the guy, you're just the guy, bro. So when we looking at that situation, it's like he's just that guy, bro. So him going over to the Suns, I liked it. That injury was unfortunate, but I thought they gave Chris Paul the best chance he got. And these
Stop
are
touching
like
that.
I don't know where you can send
No
Chris
touching.
Paul to on what team to where you can say, oh, he'll be a good fit and he got a chance. If you take him off that Suns team and you're looking at the overall landscape right now, a team that you could send a point guard to and he can go in and
Mm-hmm.
make an impact right off the bat. So it's gonna be hard for him, man. And I don't want to see him go out without getting one. If he get one, bro, I just feel like he deserves it, bro, for everything he done for the league, his career and things of that nature. But Father Time catches up with everybody, man. It catches up with everybody, and bro, I know everybody want to taste that glory of getting that ring. You know what I mean? So it's like
Mm-hmm.
if he don't get it, I know it's gonna hurt him, but it don't take away from his legacy and what he did in the NBA.
Mm-hmm. That's what I said. I can't believe this. Well, he keeps playing this approach and him being in the league for 20 years. I'm like, man, yeah, he would have had a great opportunity. He got drafted in 2005. He would have had a great opportunity to first off. If he would have went to the Lakers, we absolutely would have won a ring. But secondly, I
Absolutely.
feel I feel that he also blew one of their best opportunities when they were playing a Milwaukee team that didn't have the veterans, that didn't have a team. Like pretty much all they had to do was make a adjustment on the defensive end at dealing with Giannis, and they'd have been good.
Mhm.
But instead, they left Aiden out there on the island by himself, which caused a rift between Aiden and the team. That's why he was trying to get traded because it's like, bro, like y'all realize I'm having trouble guarding, but y'all expect me to guard this man and what he does, and then on top of it, try to score on top of it, but
Mhm.
getting no help. And it's like they didn't have nobody. I mean, obviously Chris Middleton was cooking them a little bit and stuff like that, and Drew was doing a little bit, but Giannis was the one that was damn near averaging 40, 50 points in the finals kind of thing. And it's like, bro, y'all got to change y'all defensive scheme to give this man an opportunity or a chance to guard him, let alone give their team a chance to win. And
Mhm.
when he did that, it definitely like I said, it caused a rift. And I'm like, man, that's the unfortunate thing is like that they should have won that year. You had Devin was cooking. Yeah, he ended up getting like having a little injury that he was battling through and things like that, bro. But they should have changed up the defensive scheme and they would have won. But they
Right.
didn't and they lost.
Yeah.
And I mean, you gotta give Milwaukee. They just do. Milwaukee did what they had to do. If it ain't broke, why fix it? I ain't changing nothing if it's not messing up or if it's still working. I'm gonna keep it working.
That's right.
And so
That's
they
right.
did that. So it's like for me, but I feel like if he don't win this year, bro, I feel like yeah, that window is probably close for good because
Ooh.
you got KD who can fit into any system in the NBA on any team and it worked because he's not a ball dominant person. He's efficient. He can catch and shoot, and he's
Uh huh.
7 foot, so he can fit in any system, bro. Like, and it seems seamless. Like when they played, well, I think it was like 2 or 3 games that the Suns played where all of them were out there. What did you see? You saw efficient scoring, efficient shooting, and Devin Booker was like, "Oh, y'all got hold on, y'all got the third best like defender guarding me, and y'all got the first best like defender guarding KD." And that's why he
Mhm.
built. That's why he had the most easiest 44 points I've ever seen, bro. It was effortless, and it didn't even seem like he had 40.
That's right.
And it's like, yeah, nah. When you got a team like that, and you got Chris Paul, who is like the throwback, what a true definition of a point guard
But
is, who can score when he needs to, but he's more of a facilitator. It's like, yeah, that team is built to definitely win right now. I can say that much.
uh huh. I'm with you.
So if
I'm
he
with
don't
you.
win, it's gonna be tight, man. It's gonna be real tight because he keep getting hurt and he's standing up for stretches when he gets hurt. But then I realized, and I called it early into the league or into the season. I said, hey, with the amount of time that Chris Paul is sitting, they saving him for the home stretch. They're gonna allow him to get his playoff legs under him before they go into the playoffs. And you
Uh
noticing
huh.
what is he doing now? He's playing more consistent games. His minutes is ticking up, and he's trending in the right direction. And I was like, yeah, they did it smart. I mean, they kept him to make sure that they keep the old man. You know what I'm saying? Keep the old car running. And when it's time to pull it out the garage, you know what I'm saying? They want to make sure it's well tuned and ready to go. And that's what we see.
That's right.
So it's like, man, I can't wait. And so for me, I feel if he don't win it this year, man, it's gonna be tight unless KD come back and he don't get if he doesn't get hurt and KD comes back and everybody's healthy and go. I mean, and I'm talking about next year. I think then he's good. But if there's something that happens or anything like that, and I'm knocking on wood, yeah, I think it'll be over for him, unfortunately, bro. It's like, cause that'll be too much at that age. And I think he's 37, about to be 38. So that'll be a lot. All right. Get it, daddy. Get it, daddy.
Ooh, that's and I agree
Here.
120, bro. Everything you said, I agree with. So he got to sit down and think about it and see, you know what I'm saying, what moves he want to make and how long you want to continue to play. Cause I'm quite sure he thinking about that R word too. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
know like it's not easy. It's not easy, bro, at all. At all. It's not easy. So shit, you got to go through them long off seasons, again preparing your body for what you're going through an 82 game stretch. Not only that, the preseason games and so it's like you got to prepare your body physically and mentally for that situation. You got to want it. So you know,
Yeah.
whoo man, and like I said, I'm a big Chris Paul fan. So we'll see how that turned out for him, bro. But I'm with you. I don't know if KD coming back to the Suns, right? I don't know if that's where he want to be. You never know. So it comes down to because he's a free agent after this, right? KD.
Nuh-uh. It depends. I think they have him because he just read up his contract with the Nets. So I think the Suns. if they traded everything how I think it goes, he's gonna be there for the next like 3 years.
Oh,
I
okay.
think 3 years or 4 years at the most. But I think 3 years he'll be there. And it's like if the Nets, I think if they traded him over to him and they didn't restructure his contract, they had him for the next 4 years.
Oh, so if they got him for that long, then I can say he got a small window. He got a small window, right? Because like I say, they didn't have that full year to prepare for one another and things of that. But a full season of staying strong and staying down, then
Hmm.
he can put himself in a good position. But oh man, it's gonna
Yeah.
be on what the Suns want to do and the moves they want to make now. You know what I mean? Now that they got a Kevin Durant and a Devin Booker, do you want to move on from a Chris Paul and bring in other pieces and things like that? So
I,
yeah,
I think they're gonna I think they're gonna keep him. I think because they understand like when it come down to the critical moments, you need a point guard that how he is. You need that type of point guard. And there ain't too many of them left out there in the league. So it's like
uh
when you got a point guard that can facilitate, understand the game, and got a higher basketball IQ like he does. It's like only person I can see them if they decide they want to get rid of CP3 is getting Kyrie, and it's a possibility because Kyrie is a free agent after this year. So it's like he can go anywhere he wants.
yeah,
So if he decide to go with Phoenix, bro, they gonna drop CP3 in a heartbeat, and
man, in
then
a
go ahead and
heartbeat.
rock with that. And then they gonna have it where they gonna tell Kyrie, we need you to be that point guard. You know what I mean? Otherwise, they gonna have it be positionless basketball where you got three people that can go out there, bring the ball up, or you know what I'm saying, drop 40 at any given night.
Yeah,
A lot of people don't they ain't paying attention to that, so that's still a possibility for them to relink up. You know what I'm saying with Phoenix.
ooh,
So yeah,
man.
yeah. You just thinking about it. Like, hold on,
If
if
they
that
bring
happens,
Kyrie,
man.
yeah, they bring Kyrie in, bro. But I don't know if Kyrie will go that way though. I don't know if they go the Phoenix way. Not saying he won't, you know what I'm saying, but
Mhm.
that'll be a big move. That'll be a big time move. Big time
I
move.
need I need to see him in that purple and gold. That's what I want.
That's what he wanted to be, bro. And that's why I'm trying to, not swindle him towards that, you know what I'm saying, Arizona way, come on to LA. I think that's what he wanted to be, bro. I really do. Because they said they
Yep.
made sure that he didn't come to the Lakers. They made sure that he didn't come to the Lakers.
Yeah. Hey, I'll take that tampering fine. I'll do tampering. I
Yeah.
want to see him in that purple. I want to see him in that purple and gold. I'll take tampering all day and be the one that say who is this A1 dude that's tampering? Say, hey, that's me. You go ahead and find me if you want to, because you can find my YouTube channel. Y'all can give me a
Yeah.
strike or y'all can give me a strike for it. As long as it end up there, I'll happily take it.
Man, me and you both, my brother. Me and you both. For real. Come on back to come on. I ain't gonna say back to LA, but come on to LA. You know Kobe
Hmm.
is your mentor. You know you want to wear that purple and gold. You know it, KD. You know it.
That's That's a fact. And then I think the other topic I had, bro, was that are the Sacramento Kings legit? Like, bro, I haven't seen a Kings team this good or this much of a threat since who is it? Like Peja Stojakovic, Chris Webber, and Bibby and White
The
Chocolate, and
Kings,
you know
the
what I'm saying,
Kings,
Blotty.
Sacramento
Y-
Kings.
Yeah, bro, they 42 and 27 right now. You know what I mean? And
Uh huh.
and I think they the. Let me take a look. I think they might be the what is it, two seed in the West. Let me confirm. I'm going off. Man. Yeah, they the two seed in the West, bro. It's
Yeah.
like when's the last time? Like, come on, man. We gotta.
Man,
Hey,
hey,
and that's why I said, are they legit? Or and I'm like, to me, bro, I think this team is legit. You got De'Aaron Fox that's playing at a level he's never played at. He probably definitely should win most improved player. He should win that award hands down. And then on top of that, you got Sabonis, you got Harrison Barnes, and then you picked up Kevin Herter from Atlanta. Like, bro, they got a squad, man, and their team is some dogs. Like they getting after it. They not shy about it.
right. Man, you got don't forget. I know. Don't forget about Malik Monk over there.
Mm-hmm.
Them boys. What I like about the Kings and what they doing is them boys they can score, bro. And that's what what I'm saying. They run and they score. The number one thing with it though, them boys young.
Mm-hmm.
Them boys young, bro, and they playing. It's like you say. What I think it is, bro. They bought in. That's my number one thing. You have to buy in, bro.
Yeah,
You
Mike
have to
Brown
buy
got them
in.
focused.
got them focused, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I like what they doing as well. And I can't say they nothing but legit. I'm not gonna
Hmm.
discredit them, bro. I gotta say they legit, bro. You know what I mean? They legit because when we look at the roster, bro, what do you don't see over there, bro? What when you look at the roster, you don't see what?
Nah, they check all the boxes for me. See
Well, what
energy, see defense. I see up tempo. I see half court. I see
you
half
don't
court
you don't
offense.
you
I see
don't see
all.
it. You don't see a superstar, bro.
Nah, not no
Yeah,
mega star.
you
I
don't.
think
Yeah,
De'Aaron probably the only one that people
yeah,
can
Darren
consider
Fox.
a starting.
But he ain't no like, and I love Darren Fox, right? That's my dog. Rock with him. Looked at him in Kentucky and all that, right? But I'm just saying, like, you don't see that you don't have a big time superstar over there that's
Oh
carrying the
yeah, nah.
team. But you know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
they buying into their role, they knowing what they is, and they having fun, bro. They playing, they having fun, you know. So it ain't like
Hmm.
the cause let's be real, bro. You don't see media attention in Sacramento like that. You don't see it. You don't see Sacramento out here talked about like they talking about with the Suns and the KDs and the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers better than Lakers, but Lakers get more press than them. You feel
Hmm.
me? So it's like you don't see that press and all that because sometimes press can be a distraction. It really can, bro. It can be a distraction. It can bring pressure and things of that nature. But what I see out the Sacramento Kings, just me, my brother, I see them boys. They out there, they playing, right? They're a young squad. They having fun, you know, and they doing their thing, bro. But the most probably the things I like they doing is they scoring, bro. You know what I'm saying? They scoring and they got a little veteranship over there. People that been in a you know in championships and playoffs and things of that nature to help them calm down, you know. But you know, I love what they doing over there, bro. I respect it. They're a fun team to watch. Most definitely a fun team to watch when you talking about this NBA because they putting up numbers. Yeah,
Get out.
yeah, Sacramento's putting up numbers. You feel me? So it's like I respect it out of them, bro. I respect it out of them, man. Now, if you ask me, do I think they're gonna take it all? I don't think so because you know the playoffs is a different type of animal, and we all know that, right? That's a different type of
Hmm.
animal. But you know, I'm not gonna overlook them. I'm damn sure not gonna overlook them. But it just, it's a different game when you get into the playoffs, and it still become a half court. I don't care how fast you is or how you running to me, playoff ball in basketball, A1 is just me, in my opinion, it's always gonna be a half court game. Always gonna be. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? And once you can figure that out, that's when I think teams start, you know, it become a different animal. It become a different animal,
Hmm.
bro. When you ain't running the flow and you ain't got fast breaks, but you can sit your ass down at half court and think it out and make them buckets and battle toe to toe with a body on the body. You know what I'm saying? A man in your face. You feel me? It's always gonna be a half
Hmm.
court game in the playoffs, bro. And you got to be ready for it. You got to be physical. You got to be ready for it. And if you're ready for it, then you can relish the moment. But if you can't sit down and play that half court game and find your spot and play defense and understand where the ball got to be and things of that nature, I think you'll have problems. 'Cause when you running the flow, it's easy. I ain't gonna say it's easy like it's just easy, but you running the flow. You know what I'm saying? You fast breaking down, he there. We got mans on them. It's like that. But once you got to sit down and you got to man up, you know what I'm saying? It's a different ball game. Just in
Oh
my
yeah, that's a
opinion.
fact. That's a fact. No, like you, and you're right about that. When you playing that old Phoenix Suns, that Mike D'Antoni Phoenix Sun
Ooh.
brand of basketball, and they had Steve Nash. That was when it was clear. It was just run and gun. You know what I mean? That's
Uh-huh.
all it was. It was run and gun. And everybody look at run and gun. It's good. You making shots. It's definitely good. But then when you start missing them shots and the game slows down and you got to get into them half court sets, that's when you start seeing when people, you know what I mean? That's when you start seeing championship caliber teams versus them teams that are pretenders.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir,
and what
bro.
we see from this Kings team is they can do both. And I'm like, hey, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Like I want to see, you know what I mean, if they can keep this up, if they can keep their composure in the playoffs and implement their style of basketball to be successful for them. I gotta see it. I want to see it. Yeah, I
Right.
mean, you getting some new blood, you know what I'm saying? Some new blood in the playoffs or some new blood as potential contenders. I'm all for it. I mean, I'm cool with obviously. I would love for my team to get number 18, you know what I'm saying? Tie up the Celtics. I'll take that all day. But if my team can't get it, I'm cool with seeing some new blood in there. It don't bother me at all.
That's right. You
So
don't see
yeah,
the
man,
same old Joe. Yep.
exactly. That's
Yep.
why when Milwaukee won that joint, that's why people was excited about it. It felt different because it was
Hmm.
unexpected. That's why you saw
And
the Suns in Milwaukee, bro. People were tuning in because it was like you want to see you want to see if Giannis is gonna get his ring and bring home, you know what I'm saying, stand loyal to himself and get a ring out of it. Then you're gonna see, on the flip side of that, you get CP3 who can potentially finally get a ring, and he been in the league for dang near 20 years. So it was like must
yep.
watch TV.
All facts, bro. And it's like you say, it was something different. You don't got the same cats in there doing the same. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, we know who it's gonna be, and we know who fit to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always good to get some new blood up in there, bro. Always good.
Hmm. That's a fact. Definitely a fact. But my daughter done grabbed all these toys. And I tell you, she walking now, bro.
Man, she walking out, bro. That
She
is
ain't even won yet,
crazy,
man. She ain't even won yet, and her brother's walking
bro.
around carrying stuff.
Like she was just born yesterday, bro. I'm talking about, man, it's crazy, bro. How time be flying, bro.
Yeah, her
How
brother's
time be
walking, man. She,
flying, bro. You look up, yeah, bro. You look up. She gonna be saying, man, it's her third birthday, OG. Crazy.
yeah, her birthday May 23rd, and then my son birthday his was on May. I'm sorry, hers is March 23rd. My son birthday is March 1st. So we just had his, and then hers is next week.
Get both of them out the way in 1 month.
Man, nah, we doing a big little thing for her 1 year in May, and then the missus graduates in May, and then my birthday is in May, and it's like, man, it's and Mother's Day is in May, so it's a lot going on in May.
Oh hell yeah. Kind of sound like February a little bit, with birthdays in February
Man,
and Valentine's Day. Hey,
hmm you're over here talking to that day. This
that.
girl, man,
Uh-huh.
it's crazy. Like I said, she ain't even one yet and doing this
Ain't
stuff, and
even
she
one
just
yet,
started
bro.
like walking and trying to talk and stuff.
Bro, but you know what they say, bro? Every generation gets smarter, bro. And that's a fact. Like that's it's like every generation gets smarter. So the kids nowadays, bro, is now they finna have these computers. They finna have so much knowledge to get to so fast, so quick. You know what I'm saying? Like we weren't it's certain knowledge that we weren't privy to that they gonna be privy to. You know what I'm saying? So everything go advance, bro. Everything go advance, and we getting these generational babies that, bro. Who I'm telling you, what the world gonna be, and I don't want to rush it, but what the world gonna be in 20 years, considering there is a world in 20 years. It's gonna be crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what's gonna happen in that 20, but considering there is a world in 20 years, bro, the next 20 years, bro, the world gonna be so advanced and so high tech, it's gonna be ridiculous, bro.
I mean, look at how far it's come since back in the day when we was playing Atari and arcade games and Sega Genesis. Now you got Xboxes, PS20s, and all you got all this kind of stuff
Shit,
that
I'm gonna
looks
dig it
so
one nigga.
wrong.
Look how far we came
Mhm.
from the medieval days. Shit, we motherfuckers riding on horses and carriages to cars and airplanes in the sky. You feel me? Like, ooh,
I just seen a startup company in Japan. They got fly. They built a flying motorcycle.
a flying motorcycle, bro. And we gonna
I mean, hold on, man. They skipped flying
God.
cars. They went straight to a flying motorcycle. I said, you know,
Oh man, these
the
motherfuckers
most
got
dangerous
flying
thing you can
motors.
have, bro, is a flying motorcycle. You mean tell me you got to ride with a parachute on every time? Like, that's
Yeah.
worse than. I'm like, man.
Oh,
I think
cuz
that's
they
I
got
think
flying
that's why they
motors.
won't issue flying vehicles like that because of safety reasons. Because if they go to crash, like
Yeah, bro.
ain't no how you gonna survive that. So I think a lot of it is like, at least if you got a flying motorcycle, the best option for you to do what? To have a parachute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If you feel like
exactly.
you're starting to go, that's how you get it. But
You fly your motherfucking car over the Atlantic Ocean, and you're in the middle of that motherfucker. You have a crash at 12 a.m. at night. 282, man. What the fuck is you doing flying that car over the Atlantic Ocean at 2 a.m.? Man, I'm trying to go see this little chick out there. Motherfucker, across the Atlantic Ocean. Motherfucker,
too much.
motherfucker
It's
trying
a
to fly across.
shortcut.
You know, Negroes, boy. Negroes flying. 2 a.m. at nighttime. This mother flying this car across the Atlantic Ocean at 2 a.m. at night.
I'm telling you, they gonna say it's a shortcut, bro.
Right, bro. Man, my man said flying motorcycle.
I'm
God
telling you,
damn.
hey man, when I saw it, bro, I looked at it and saw that startup company in Japan did it. I was surprised by it, but then I was looking at it. It looked like the person that was riding. It looked smooth. It looked like some stuff you would see in a movie. But then
Yeah,
it was just like you said, man. It's they're not gonna release that no time soon because there's a lot they got to do with that.
facts. What my
But
man
hold
saying?
on,
My man say,
yeah,
come
I
once
can't.
to a basketball game in a Euro League. I promise you such a thrill that you will not experience in the NBA. Cheering fans, jumpers, lightning, smoke, flares, and firecrackers. Perfect.
So I don't know. I can't pronounce his name, but because
Right.
I can't even Google translate that or anything. But I'll tell you this: I would happily go see a basketball game in the EuroLeague just because I didn't watch it on TV, and I had a relative that played overseas in the EuroLeague, and he was
Uh-huh.
telling me about it. He was like, "Bro," he was like, "Man, the games over here is insane. The fans, and he said insane in a good way, meaning that the fans are all for their teams. The energy in the building is completely different. Everything about it is different. So I would happily go to a EuroLeague game. That man,
Facts. Facts.
you ain't gotta tell
I'm
me
with
twice.
you on that. I feel like it's a different energy because I still feel like it's hard into it. You know what I'm saying? They get a couple
Hmm.
dollars, but over in the USA, we know the type of money they making. But anything where you got a lot of heart into it, you go get a lot of passion. And once you get a lot of
Yep.
passion, they love what they doing, bro. So that's a different type of of atmosphere. Let me say that, especially over in Europe, anything, whatever Europe do in sports is a different type of passion from soccer. You know what I'm saying? The basketball, the rugby, shit, them motherfuckers go
Hmm.
crazy over darts and bowling. So we know what we're doing with the NBA.
Man, I think American sports is just I wouldn't say spoiled. It's almost American sports is more of like an entitlement. It seemed like I was saying in a different video. I said it seemed like the higher they progress as far as playing at a higher playing in a higher what is it called? Like, y'all
Right.
serious right now? Hey, playroom, man, get out of here. Playing at the
Like
highest peak, like, what do you
competition.
see?
Okay.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
see them start doing what? They start traveling. They start. You seeing them like they get away from the fundamentals of the game, bro. Like in college, you don't see them travel because why? The referees call it quick. NBA, bro, every other play, if not every single play, is a travel or some type of double dribble or something crazy. And it's just like I be looking at it like, man, this is insane to me. Y'all mean tell me you go from high school where you focus on just learning the game, and then you go to college where they you know what I'm saying help get you ready for the next level. And then
Uh
when you
huh.
get to the next level, then you get there and forget about everything you done learned, and you start just getting away from doing things that you normally shouldn't do. Go play the balloon and stop, man.
Facts. I think
So
that's
I
what
be
it is,
looking
though,
at it
bro.
crazy.
I think that's exactly what it is, bro. I'm with you on that. I think that's exactly what it is, But money make you lazy too. Like comfortability, bro. You
Hmm.
know, that make them dudes lazy too. Like you say, they get $250 million, bro. Like, man, ooh,
And you see how I say it that way to make it sound different because you can say 250 million.
yeah, but a
And
quarter
that
of a
sound it's a
billion,
lot for sure. But when you say quarter of a billion, that
yeah, man.
billion is what kind of captivates you a little bit.
Yeah. Like, hold on now, shit. But
Hmm.
that's life changing money forever. Then not just that, he gonna get another contract. You feel me? That's just the
Oh
first.
yeah,
So
and Powerade dropped them, and from the endorsement, Nike they sticking by him and stuff like that because they
yeah,
understand the long game because they know he pretty much is this era or generation's Allen Iverson. What I mean by that, he's bringing a whole different style and a whole different group of fans to the game. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So it's like it's different. It's gonna hit different completely. So stop your sister in the face with the ball, son. It's gonna hit different. It's gonna be one of
yeah.
those things where you look at it and they're gonna be 5 or 10 years from now, being in how young he is, they're gonna be saying, man, we made a good investment. The same way how they did with Jordan in '84 when he came out with that shooting. Nike
Uh
put
huh.
all their hopes into Jordan. What happened? The rest is history, bro.
The rest is history, yeah. And they feel like by them sticking by him, like we gave them a fair opportunity, Like, but the thing about it is they understand that people make mistakes, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
They understand that people make mistakes, and they looking at it as like, look, man, we're not gonna just throw the kid away because at the end of the day, it ain't like he killed nobody or like he ain't caused no harm to nobody, right? At the end of the day, so yes, it's a little hit right now, but looking at him getting it together. looking at him getting it together, getting it on track, and we looking at the upcoming citizen and a great basketball player that he could be and what he could become. And do we want to miss out on that by judging a little too early because you're going through a stage as a 23-year-old man with a lot of money, right? And we all been there before and we all seen this. You feel me? Because look what they're doing with Iverson now. They want to give him all the love in the world since he out the game. And all the man want to do is dress the way he wanted to dress. So when you're looking at John Morant and you know he's a star, you know the kid is a star, and you know the talent that he got. And even though he's still getting criticized and ridiculed on what he's doing, he still got
Yeah,
a fan base that stand behind him as well. So it's cool, bro. It's cool. So like we say, you just need him to get it on track and understand the opportunities that he got because everybody is not going to, give you that chance like Nike's doing right now. So, but I think you get it together though, bro. I really do. I think you get it together.
yeah. No, I think all of us, anybody that's been in a situation, and like I said, that look like us, understand is that we gonna learn from something, especially if it affects you either making money or it affects your current money or potential long term money. As long as the
Uh huh.
money is involved with being a penalty or from the mistake or you losing out on money, not
Uh
one
huh.
person in this world will lose out on money no matter who they are.
That's
But
right.
the fact that you playing a sport and making millions of dollars from it and stuff like that, and you realize, nah, you're not gonna do that. If you do, you got to be done. You got to be
Yeah.
complacent, dumb, and some other stuff got to be going on. Because ain't nobody gonna be willing to trick themselves out of a bag like that because they wanna be and living a lifestyle that ain't got nothing long term coming behind it outside of being in a casket or being in behind the bars. So it's like you ain't got to fake it till you make it because you done already made it.
That's
Now
right.
the rest of it is evolving.
That's right. They want all
Stop
facts.
hitting your sister, okay? The
All
rest of it is
facts.
just being able to evolve. Yeah, my son over here hit my daughter or hitting his sister with a balloon.
Oh yeah, you gotta calm down, homie. Calm down.
Yeah,
Calm on down, homie. Calm on down.
yeah, it's about his nap time anyway, so it's just kind of letting him run out the rest of his little energy. But this boy, when he started being a little bad and stuff, man, that's when he's actually tired, which is funny. It's like normally you would think like it started being bad when they ain't tired. Now
When
this
they ain't
dude,
tired.
he started doing
Uh-huh.
certain things. I'm like, yeah, he tired. That's how I
Yeah.
know right away.
It's time to go ahead and put you that way, kid.
Yeah, it's like his signal to tell you, okay, I'm tired. I'm gonna keep doing stuff until you until you
Right.
notice.
Put me down. Put me
Right.
down. You feel me? But
Yeah, this little dude's funny, man. This dude tall. He already can like countertop height where he can see on the counters and reach up there and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, he just
yeah.
turned two.
You 6'3", you know he gonna be tall. He taking his daddy jeans.
Yeah, that's what I'm like,
Yeah.
man. What's funny is hell, my pops is only like 5'9", I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Shit.
anywhere from 5'8" to 5'10". I can't remember. I just know I'm taller than him. And my mom she ain't tall neither. So they're like, how you get so high? I'm like, man, I don't know.
Yeah. Growth spurts. Yeah. For real.
Hmm.
You see, I see a lot of people that's tall. They parents be short. Now you be like, damn, boy, what the hell? It's just that growth spurt.
Hell, except for Yao Ming.
Oh man.
And his mom, I think Yao Ming mom was like 6 foot something, and his pops was like 6 foot something. So it only made sense that he ended up being 7'5" or something like
I'm
that.
at
Yeah,
seven
it
something.
don't,
You hear me?
yeah, it made sense.
And my dude, what was my man name back in the days? Uh,
Manu Bowl
Manu
or
Bowl.
George
Manu Bowl.
Marason.
Nah, Manu Bowl. You hit it on the head. Manu Bowl. That tall motherfucker too. Shit.
Mhm. I know George Marason, Manu Bowl. What was his name? I think it was God something Bradley. I can't remember the one that T Mac dunked on. I can't
You
remember
talking
his
about the
name.
Sean Bradley?
Yeah, there we go. T
Yeah.
Mac bodied him real
Uh-huh.
quick.
Sean Bradley.
All
Yeah,
these,
yeah.
hey, they used to look at it. When you 7'5", bro, these NBA players is looking at you like you gonna be a timeless poster. That's how they look at it. You're gonna be a timeless highlight nowadays. They don't look at it
Exactly,
as
bro.
I'm not gonna go try this first. And they look at it like, nah, you're a timeless poster for me. And I think I
Man.
might do a live on that. Who y'all think got the top 10 posters of all time? I might do a
VC,
live.
VC, VC, Vince Carter, bro, in the Olympics.
Man, hey, Vince Carter done had so many. He had the Olympics. He had Alonzo Mourning when he played for the Nets. When he bodied him,
And
hit
then
that
Jordan,
chest to
and then
chest.
Jordan sideline on Matumbo
Man, Jordan had so many. God,
and on
oh,
Patrick Ewing sideline too on Patrick Ewing.
and the way he dunked on that dude from Charlotte, I don't remember his name. That man
Ooh
rolling
wee.
up, like he was riding him in midair. And then who
Man.
else we got? We got Dominique Wilk. Yeah, nah, I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna
Oh,
do a live on that joint,
and don't forget
man.
the rain, man. Sean Kemp.
Oh, the man dunked on him and pointed at him. Yeah, I'm gonna do a live on that, and I'm probably gonna have to put that one out 24 hours in advance. And
Yeah,
probably
let's do
I'm gonna have to
let's
promote
do
that one.
let's do the top 10 posters of all time. Let's do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
So
promote that one. I might have
yeah,
to use. I'm gonna use that one probably to get a copyright because I'm gonna be sharing my screen and showing the highlight of that dunk. So.
yeah, fuck them shit, fuck it. But the top 10 posters of all time, or you can just put the picture up. You ain't got to show the, you can get the picture, the still frame, while I bada bada bing boom. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Get the still frame, VC in a thing. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna forget Coaster neither. Kobe got some of them things out there, but if we doing a top 10 of posters of all time, bro. Who we? Let's go take some research.
Yeah, that's man. It's some posters out there, bro. They're just the ones that come to mind for me right away, bro. I'm already thinking of it. Like, man, that's gonna be crazy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But my brother A1, I got to sign off. Got
Yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here too, man. I went way longer than I would. I was planning to go for 45 minutes, but we got the cooking Terry hopped on, so
hey
it made it fun, man. I had to push it a little longer.
man, time flies when having fun. I most definitely enjoyed this with my brother. When I tell you it warmed the soul and it calms the mental, bro. It most definitely did, bro. For real. For real, for real. So we must definitely gotta link up. Like I said, we're gonna talk behind the scenes and pick a day out to where I know you every day with it, you know what I'm saying? So we can do this thing and talk this basketball like this and these type of topics. We know the playoffs is on the way in a minute, so things about to get real in the NBA. The NCAA March Madness has started, ladies and gentlemen. So y'all jump on that thing. Monty B called Princeton over Arizona yesterday, and I was gonna take all my credit for it. I love it, bro. So I call that thing. But man, I love basketball, bro. I love basketball. I love what it is right now today. I love it, the evolution of it, right? I know a lot of people don't like players coming together, being teammates, dapping it up. And I will say this: yes, it was physical back in the days. I will agree. Basketball was very physical back in the days, but basketball is not football. I understand that. If you want the sport to grow, you must protect your stars. You know what I mean? They figured that out when they started protecting MJ. But MJ took a knee, ladies and gentlemen. Don't make it look like they changed all the rules for him, right? Because if y'all go look at Wilt Chamberlain and was it Wilt and Jordan? You know what I'm saying? Hold on, wait a minute. Was it Wilt?
As far as
Um,
what?
him and Jordan got into that conversation, and he said, "Listen, they fixed all the rules to make sure you don't get hurt, but they fixed all the rules against me to make sure I do get hurt." And they
Yeah.
said that was the end of conversation. Matter of fact, watch this here. I'll be on this all day, bro. Like I put my little sister on the last dance because she's stuck in you know how these new age babies be, man. You know how these
Hmm.
new age babies be. They be stuck in, like you say, and I'm not mad at them for loving their moment and their era because they supposed to, because I love my era, bro. I love my era. But I am a history man, so I love doing research. I research so many things. I be going places that I shouldn't even be, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I always love to pay homage to the ones who came before, and how things turned out, because without them is no today. You know what I'm saying? There's no today. Now, that don't take away from, what these cats doing nowadays, and, the skill set they bring, um, the skill set they bring, and things like that. So we got to respect that as well. But, you know, if it wasn't no yesterday, it won't be no today. So I pay homage to the Wilt Chamberlains, the Dr. J's, you know, players of that nature. But yeah, it's when Wilt left Michael Jordan speechless, bro. That's what it was when they finally met, you know. But
Mm-hmm.
MJ revolutionized the game, man. He revolutionized the game, and you have to give him his respect and give him his credit because they showed where the money was at and the game where it was at before MJ, and they showed what the league became after MJ. And LeBron took it to another level as well. So I give LeBron his credit too. So I'm not taking nothing away from them dudes, bro. They are great. They're past great. They're legends. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? They're past legends in the sport of basketball. They're gods. You feel me? They're gods, and I give them that just doing that credit. But MJ is 101, baby. He's 101, and after MJ is Kobe Bean Bryant, straight like that. But I love my brother A1. I'm here whenever you need me, champ. I will be back to kick it with you. Shouts out to the people in the chat. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button. Continue to help my brother to grow. This is one of the greatest individuals in the world, and I say that from the bottom of my heart. It's all love, my brother, and I catch you on the next one, champ.
I definitely appreciate it, MB. You already know how we rock, bro. You already know how we rock. I'm gonna shut this joint down myself and get up out of here and get something to eat and get this kid to sleep so that way he can stop being bad, man. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody showing up in the chat. My brother Money Brown, my brother Terry that popped up. Everybody that showed love and came through. If you're catching us on the playback, man, I appreciate you. Leave a comment, let us know what you think. And yeah, we're gonna be back on another one, man. Y'all be easy out there.